quality prospects. Okay, so how do you put yourself together? How do you project yourself? That's the word, so that you can attract the right amounts of prospects into your business. Now, we've seen it over time. You see some people that say, oh, I keep talking to people. I talk to 20 people every day. I talk to a lot of people, but nobody wants to join me. Why are they not joining you? And that same person you have spoken to join somebody else. There's something missing, and that missing is personal branding. And by God's grace, I'm going to do justice to it today. Okay, so going right into it. Okay, good. I hope everyone can hear me and everyone can see my screen. I am sure. Now, what is personal branding? We need to understand what it is. Now, it's the process of creating an identity for yourself as an individual or business, but in this case, as an individual. Okay, it involves developing a well-defined presence, both online and offline. Now, what identity are you building? Project, just like I said earlier when I started, how you project yourself first and your values to the world, and to ensure that your target audience knows who you are, what you stand for, and why it's worth choosing you over your competitors. So what are you offering? What are you bringing to the marketplace? Why should I go for you instead of someone else? And you'll agree with me, in our industry right now, there's so many people that we all do basically the same thing. So many network marketing companies, so many people are recruiting. So many people are in health and wellness industry. They have their own supplement. They have their own, incentives. So what is going to make you stand out as a person? Because you need to understand that when people want to join your business, when you're recruiting, people are not joining the company. People are joining you. So no matter how amazing the company is, if these people don't believe in you, you're not going anywhere. Even if they love the company, they will go to the company through another channel. Okay, so you need to understand that you are very, very important. In fact, you are the most important person in the equation. So how do you put yourself? How do you project yourself? How do you organize? How do you package yourself to attract the right amount of people into your business? Okay, now you need to understand something. First and foremost, you are the brand, not the company, not Forever Living Product. Nobody. You are the brand. The company has built their own brand. They have their own products. They have their own processes, their system. The brand is there, already built. But now, how do you make the most out of this business? How do you plug into the system and get the best out of it? Is by building your own brand, understanding that you are the brand. If people don't find you attractive, especially when it comes to prospecting, if they look at you and they don't want to be like you, or they don't find anything exciting about you, then the chances that they're going to join is very low, very, very low. So you need to understand that you need to build your own brand as a person that is affiliated with the company. Okay, now why is personal branding very, very important? You will agree with me that so many things are happening, is going on in the world today. Attention spans are quite low. Distractions are everywhere. So many things are going on at the same time. So we need to make a lasting impression. Someone that meets you or that comes across you should not forget you in a hurry. Don't be forgettable. That's the problem. Most of us are too forgettable. Don't be forgettable. Someone just sees you now, and then the next 5 minutes, they don't even remember nothing about you. There was no impression, no nothing. Okay, so you need to make a solid impression. It is very important now more than ever. So you need to create a solid and memorable brand identity. Someone should remember you and say, oh, there was this guy I spoke to last week. I think he gave me his card. Where is his card? There should be something about you that stands, that sticks in the memory of everybody you come across. It's what makes you unique and sets you apart from everyone else. Okay, even in our company forever, right? So many other people, there are other FBOs doing the business. So what's going to set you aside? And that's why you see some people, they say, oh, I spoke to her, she didn't join me, and then she joined this other person, but I spoke to her first. Hello? Don't you understand what's going on? Your brand is not strong enough to attract that person to join you. So they went with someone they feel they can work with better. So this is very, very important, especially as we go out there and we want to start recruiting, and especially as we start listening into other trainings that will come after this. You need to understand that branding is number one before you say anything. Have you met people who, they don't even prospect someone just by coming in contact with this person and having an intelligent conversation? This person says, I want to join this business you're doing. They haven't even said anything about the business. They haven't even said nothing. No, they don't even know. But just meeting this person and interacting with this person, the aura, the charisma, attract those people to them. Now, 4 reasons for personal branding. You need to know why you should brand yourself. It helps you stand out from the crowd. That is number one. You want to be distinguished. You want people to know you for you in the whole of everybody doing the same thing. You see a lot of people saying, I know these people doing forever. People are plenty now. There are a lot of you guys doing it, but there's a way you do your own I like. Do you understand? Don't you want to hear that? Someone says, I know this person, I know, but the way you are doing your own, I think I'm more connected to that. So now you see, you're standing out from the crowd, from what everybody is doing. Now, the second reason why you should brand yourself is that it leads to more opportunities. It attracts more opportunities to you. Why? Because when you've branded yourself properly, number one, people will see that you're an expert in your field. When you have branded yourself properly, people will see, oh, I can work with this person. This person knows what he or she is doing. And they will likely do more business with you, join your business, or even refer you to someone. I've had situations where someone called and said, oh, Ada, I have someone who wants to do your business, your kind of business. And I told them, see, this is the best person to work with. They're going to you and you're going to work with them. Do you understand why you have positioned yourself as a brand, as an authority? That that's when they go up and go down, they come back to you. Why? Because of the solid structure you have built in terms of your brand. So it opens more doors to opportunities for you, and then it gives you more credibility. You're credible. People will trust you. People will believe in you. And trust is everything in business. Most people can trust you and believe in you because you know what you're doing, and your posture shows excellence. Your posture shows that you know exactly what you're doing, and that you can help other people achieve same. So it will build more trust, and your prospects will get to trust you. And when they trust you, they'll feel like they have a relationship with you already. And then when people feel like they already have a relationship with you, every other thing is easy. It's like watering the garden, before planting the crop. Every other thing that comes after is easy. So you want to build this credibility for your business. Okay, now it helps you control the narrative about yourself. That's personal branding can help you control this narrative and introduce yourself in the best light as possible. When it comes to branding, it does not matter what you have done in the past before. I always say it doesn't matter what your history is. It doesn't matter, but you can decide today and say, you know what, I want to change the narrative. And who can change that narrative? Only you. And how do you now do this? By projecting what you want people to know about you, what you want people to say about you, what you want people to remember you for. Okay, so you now start changing the narrative. Initially, it might look like, oh, this thing is not working, but you find out that you continue to do this over time. 1 week turns to 1 month, 1 month turns to 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you don't even recognize yourself anymore because people around you, they love to be around you. They hold you in a very high esteem. And then the past doesn't seem like it matters anymore. Okay, now, how do we get started in developing this brand? Everybody listening to me needs to know how to build their brand. Because if you have a solid brand, the truth of the matter is that if you have a solid brand, prospecting is easy or easier. If you have a solid brand, you find out that you attract more prospects to yourself. You don't need to talk too much. You don't need to go about, hounding people, cajoling people, almost, whatever we do to get people into the business. You don't need that anymore. Why? Because your brand is going to be attracting people to you. Okay, so now, how do we get started with developing this brand? Number one, your online presence. Whether we like it or not, we're in the internet age. We're in the social media age. Anybody you're speaking to, the first thing they do is to check out your social media. And the first place they go to is Facebook, right? Now, of course, then they go to your Instagram. If they have your WhatsApp, for the countries that do WhatsApp a lot, they check your WhatsApp. But Facebook, very, very important. So you see, I've had clients over time, and there's something Facebook does now. When you exchange phone numbers with someone, it pops up to them and to you as someone you may know. And then voila, you're there. Everybody's seeing you. Any information they want to get from you, they want to analyze the kind of person you are, whether they should talk with you further, whether they should, especially for those who are doing cold market prospecting, those who go, for us that do cold market prospecting, you go to send random people messages. The first thing they want to check is, who is this person? What authority does he or she have? Okay, so now when you're looking at this, you find out that your social media accounts should support your personal brand narrative and core values. And the core values to promote as a forever business owner. When I go to a lot of people's Facebook pages, it's a mess. It's a complete, total mess. So one good place to start is by cleaning up your social media accounts. You know, you see a lot of people tag you to things, people post nonsense, they tag you, it's on your wall. You know, a stranger who wants to know more about you, or maybe wants to know more about the business you're doing, and they're excited, you know, about the new opportunity you just mentioned, and they go to your page and they're seeing all sorts of nonsense people have tagged. They can't even find your content. Why? Because it's flooded with everything that shouldn't be there. So you need to go to your settings, and, you know, if you don't know how to do this, get someone who knows how to do it, to adjust, you know, the people who tag you, and to get permission from you before it's posted on your wall, you know, things like that. Clean up your page. And another thing that can be a bit of a turn off is when someone comes to your Facebook page and then they see that your profile picture is maybe aloe vera gel or something. I'm not saying you shouldn't be proud of your company, but when people want to come to you, they want to see you. They don't want to see your product. It's too, you will drive them away. They want to see you. They want to see your beautiful family. If you have a beautiful family picture, let it be your cover picture. It's relatable. People can relate to you. Oh, this young man, he has a family. He's married. Oh no, oh, he's not married, but look at his parents. Oh, look at the family picture they have. Oh, that's his mother. That's his father. You know, it's looking as if like they know you from somewhere. They can connect with you, and they see your profile picture is sharp, it's smart, it's clear. You know, the pictures attract. And they say, oh, okay, so this is the person that's been telling me about this business. So you guess what? It's doing half of the job for you, but you don't know it. Okay, so you can control your reputation or what your reputation is online, right? Now, you don't want anything you post on social media to negatively impact your presence. So now that you're trying to build this presence online, you have to be very careful. You know, you cannot be an extremist. You know, when we're talking about religion, you're overboard, you're castigating another, maybe, but whatever. Don't be an extremist on social media. Don't just be you, you know, and watch what you post. And before you post anything, ask yourself, if my target audience sees this I'm about to post, is it going to attract them to me? Will they want to do business with me? Okay, so because that is where people go to. And then, of course, your Instagram account, I see here, that's my Instagram page, that's what it looks like, you know, and it's clean, it's clear. People come, they know exactly what you're about. They come to my page, you already know I'm a business coach. I help people make money. So if you want to earn extra income, you want to travel the world, you can see the way I put it, my business takes me around the world for free. Do you want to travel the world for free? Learn more, link in my bio. Do you understand? So that way, anybody that comes to me knows that this is my brand. You know, you don't see me talking this tomorrow and then next tomorrow I'm saying something else. And you know, you have been consistent with this over time. We're still going to get to that. Okay, so you need to clean up your online presence because people check you out there. Aside from what you say, they check you out there. Okay, now you have to be yourself. Secondly, be yourself, but be your best self. Be yourself or be your most confident self. Be yourself or be your most smart self. Try to improve yourself, to come out, you know, to project yourself better every day. You're working on yourself through personal development so that you are growing as a person, and that's what's going to attract people to you. The way you present yourself and your core values affects the way you're perceived by your potential prospects. Now, these are the heart of who you are. They determine how you make people feel about you. So showing your personal values allow your potential prospect to see that you're genuine, you do care, and you believe in your opportunity, you believe in your products. Okay, so you must be yourself or be your best self. A lot of people come into a business and they want to start behaving like someone they are not. And then this prospect see you, they can see the fakeness in you. They can see the, you know, there's something off and they can see it in you. So you must be yourself and you have to be your best self. Okay, now core values. Let's look at some of the core values you can imbibe. You can adopt this thing. Authenticity, that's number one. Be yourself. Integrity. Are you someone that people can, you know, trust? Are you honest? Do you have integrity? Are you knowledgeable? Do you know about whatever thing you're talking about? Are you a business coach? Do you know about business? Are you a wellness coach? What do you know about wellness? Okay, are you accountable? Are you responsible? Can people hold you, hold you up to your word? Are you trustworthy? Now, these are things people watch. Oh, so I'll be with you by 4 o'clock and 4:30, you are not there. Are you kind? Are you just interested in signing people up? They can see it. That all you're interested in the 2K credits, and you're not interested in any other thing. Then leadership. So we must imbibe these core values as we project ourselves as we build our brand. Now, the third one is to choose it and provide value. Now, establish yourself as an expert in whatever niche you have decided for yourself, and then provide value through that medium. So now, my question will now be, what do you want to be known for? Okay, people tend to gravitate towards and join people who know what they are doing and where they are going. That one is obvious. Okay, so the niche you choose for yourself should provide value to your audience. Value, always think value. And these categories you can create content around and help attract your ideal customers. So I'm just going to give you an example. Maybe you're a fitness and weight loss coach, you're a wealth building coach, wellness coach, whatever it is, whatever niche you have chosen for yourself. Well, if you choose one, that does not mean you cannot play around the others indirectly. Of course you can. But when people call your name, they call Timothy, they call Choma, they call Chisom, they should know exactly what you stand for and what you're all about. Okay, so immerse yourself in personal development. Maybe you're new, maybe you just joined the business today and you're not even sure which, just don't worry about it. Take your time, develop yourself, find what you connect with, what you can easily talk about, and then start developing yourself there and be passionate about what you choose and share that value to the world. That's what's going to make people perceive you or see you as an expert in your field, and they would trust you to do business with you. Now, the fourth way is, what's your story? A lot of us, we're doing this business, we don't even have a personal story. Someone asks you, oh, wow, you have told me so many things about this brand new car, this monthly income and traveling abroad. Why are you here? What made you join the business? How was it like for you? And you're blank. You start talking, beating around the bush, rigmaroling, saying things that are not necessary. You must have a story that connects with people. Now, it is part of your brand. Networking is all about relationships, and relationships are all about trust. So your story is how your audience are going to relate with you. Make your story part of your brand. If I stop you and say, oh, really, you're doing this? Why are you doing it? Oh, how was it like for you? I should hear a story. Oh, this is where I was. This is what was going on until I found this, and this is how it has changed my life. And look, and this is how excited I am for the future. This is, it should just be clear, short, precise, and straight to the point. Now, if you don't have a story yet, you need to sit down, think about your journey, why you were here, and perfect your story. Now, it's your elevator pitch. Most times when you're closing up on a prospect, the best way to even close up on a prospect is by sharing a story they can relate with. Even if it's not your story, but a story of someone else in your industry. Why? Because people can connect to stories and they can relate, to it. So make sure your story is of high impact, very important, straight to the point, and benefit driven. You don't need to start going about the bush, how you finally stumbled on you shook a hand and then you're saying so many things that, just go straight to the point, tell your story, pass the message, and make sure that it's benefit driven. Now, this is what will build your brand. Just like when you know me, most of you already know my story. Anywhere I am, my story is still the same. Look at where I was, look at the situation where I was, look at what I found, and look at where it has brought me to, and look at the future where I'm going to. So your story is also very, very important. Now, brings me to the fifth point, guys. You must be consistent. Consistency is the game. The challenge most of us have, especially as I see us build our business, is that you're here, you're there, you're there, you're there. In fact, I have a friend, she does everything. She sells everything. I tell you, she literally just sells everything. One day I just asked her, do you sell human beings too? I can't trust her to anything. And it makes me I can't buy from her. Why? Because I don't even know what she's good at. I just feel she jumps into anything that she leads. So I can't trust her to anything because she's not an expert. She's just jack of all trades, master of one. So I'm like, what, when I think of you, it's confusion that comes to my head. So there's nothing I can't give you any service or anything to do for me. Do you understand? So a lot of us, we're not consistent. You're doing a lot of things. Today you're advertising this. Tomorrow you're jumping into that. Today your Facebook page says this. Next tomorrow you're saying another thing. People are confused. People cannot relate with you. So you must be consistent. I always give people an example. Let's, for example, you enter the university and you do your year one. Some people call year one in Nigeria. That's your first year. Your 100 level. That's your first year. And you'd go to a university and you do 100 level in 10 universities. Different universities for 10 years, 100 level in each of them. Are you going to graduate? No. You need to follow through one university for 4, 5, 6 years to be a graduate. That's the same thing with our business. If you want to build a brand, number one thing that can work for you is consistency. You want a situation where you attract people to yourself. Sometimes someone just chats me up on my DM and say, oh, Ada, I want to join you. I'm ready to join your business now. And I'm wondering, I've never even told this person about the business, but they've been watching. People are watching. They're watching you do this over the years. I remember one time I posted a picture. I shared a picture of some people then who got their cars from Forever. I was quite young in the business. I think about less than a year in the business. And someone commented, oh, when are you getting yours? It was a mockery. But a year after that, I also qualified for my own incentive. And I went to the comment and I commented, and I was like, wow, you have been consistent with this thing. And so people should look at you and say, when they look at you, what do they remember? This is what they know. They want to see that you're committed to what you said you're going to do. And that way, when they join you, you're going to be there for them. You're not going to jump into the next available thing immediately. So consistency is a secret to all the success you desire. So when you're building your brand, initially you may not be getting all the benefits. It might be slow. People are still watching you. They'll watch you for a while. Some people will watch you for a while. I've had people who watch me for going to 10 years now. Some people have been watching me, and I know they'll still come around. Okay, so you have to be patient. Give it time. Don't be in a hurry. Do your business, love what you do, enjoy what you do. Remember the Forever slogan, if it doesn't make you smile, change it. Love the process, enjoy the process, take your time with the process, be building a consistent brand. Because guess what, time will come. This brand you have built will pay you, and it will continue paying you over time. Okay, so as I round up in closing, I know my time is almost up. Remember, you are the brand, not your products, not your company. So when you are doing your business, it's not all about, the Forever is already good. It's the best company in the world, no doubt. Nobody can take that away. It's already there. What about you? What can your prospects say about you? Do they look at you and say, wow, I would love to work with this person. I love how knowledgeable this person is. I love how smart this person looks. I love the charisma. I love the way this person carries themselves. They embody knowledge. They embody, wealth, So some people say, you haven't made money yet, but you look like money. So people, you're going to prospect somebody, you're not dressed well. I'm not saying buy the most expensive clothes. I'm not saying spend all your money on, but the basics. Dress well, look good, eat. Make sure you have eaten, because sometimes when your energy is low, it can be hungry. Make sure you are well fed. Eat your favorite meal. Take care of yourself. Take your supplements. Be radiant. Whether you like it or not, people can tell. You think they don't know, but they know. It will tell in the way you speak to your prospect. It will tell in your posture, your charisma, in the way you carry yourself, in the way you do everything, in the way you make your presentation, in the way you even ask for their number. Do you know there's a way you're going to ask a prospect for a number? The prospect can sense desperation. They can sense the neediness in your voice. They can sense, the agitation in your voice. But when you take care of yourself, when you brand yourself well, you dress well, you look good, you eat well, you take your supplement, you're looking good, you're looking sharp. When you're asking someone they're even happy, I say, oh, here's my number. They're happy to say, here's my number. You want to be there. You want to control the process, especially the recruitment process. And that's where it stands from the personal branding. You don't want to be chasing your prospects up and down. I called you the other day to take a look at that business I've been telling you. Immediately they hear your voice, they cut the call. And then you send a message, they block you. And then no. You need to go and position yourself well. So remember, we all start at ground zero. Everybody listening to me here, no matter who you admire, the top leaders you admire in your country, in your organization, in your team, remember everybody started from nothing. And they started building their brand one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, to get to where they are today. So don't just look and say, oh, they're already high up there. No, everybody starts from zero and they work it up. So make you the focus of your brand. Remember something I've said now, Forever have built a brand, a beautiful brand. Now, whether people are going to join Forever or not is dependent on you. You are the only variable. So if people are not joining you, start asking yourself questions from these things I have just said. Are you knowledgeable? Do you have integrity? Are you an expert? What's your charisma? What does it say about you? How do you look? How do you approach your prospect? What does your online presence say about you? All these things put together, that's the reason why they may not be joining you. So you need to focus on building you, developing you. Personal development is key. Now, another thing I want to talk about is be visible. Hello, a lot of us, you're doing your business and then nobody sees you. We're so hidden. It's just like lighting a candle in a wardrobe and you shut the wardrobe, or under the bed. You're lighting a candle under the bed. Nothing. You must put yourself out there. How would people know what you're building? Is when they see you. The more people see you, the more they see your brand. Network with people, connect with people, have your complimentary card, exchange your cards with people, smile, look good, right? Eat well, be happy. Listen to personal development materials, motivational that will inspire you. No matter how much your day has been, whether you're having a character building day, a not so good day, a brilliant day, it does not matter. When you're going out there to prospect, wear the best version of you, the happiest version of you, the energetic version of you, and that will attract people to you. So remember, as I close, people will always screen you online. Never, ever, ever forget that. So it's time to go back to your social media pages and project yourself properly. The way you want to be addressed, the way you want your prospects to perceive you, project yourself. And finally, like I've said before, you have to be patient. Give it time, right? If you're doing it the right way, give it time. The results will come. And then one bonus point, which I didn't mention here, one bonus point is, if you're finding it difficult building yourself, one bonus point before I go, just look for somebody already in the company, in your upline that you can relate with, you can connect with, that's already building a solid brand. Just look for them, follow them, and learn everything they are doing, copy everything they are doing. If you keep copying over time, you will become a pro. So thank you, everybody, for your time. I hope you got value. And I'm hoping that this training will be what will set your recruitment game on fire. I can't wait to hear your story. Okay, everybody, see you at the top. Bye.
Wow. That's lovely, Ada. Thank you so much for that wonderful. Please, let me see those fire emojis. Let me see. Isn't she wonderful? Thank you so much, Ada, for that wonderful presentation. Remember what she said. You are the brand. You are the brand. So create a solid and memorable brand impression. Create a solid and memorable brand impression. Leave that mark. Leave that mark so that people can know that, yes, you exist. Be visible. Be visible. When people come to you, what will they see? What would they say about you? Right? Will they remember that someone spoke? I met somebody today. That is what personal branding is all about. And not forgetting, you need to know yourself more. Some of us don't know ourselves. We don't know ourselves. Please and please, I would want you to, I would really, we'll share the video, we'll share the recording so that you can get to listen to this over and over and over again. Because I want this to sink, because we need to rebrand ourselves. Having said this, Ada, thank you so much once again. I mean, time is not our friend. I will move on to the second presenter. The second presenter, I tell you, I can't introduce him. So I can't introduce him, but what I would do is that I want you to listen to this very short video. That's the best way to introduce my second presenter.
Ugochukwu Omeagu is a workplace attitude and peak performance expert, a premium business mentor, career and life coach. Ugochukwu Omeagu designed the Train the Trainer mentoring program adopted by Lagos State government for secondary school teachers and students in Lagos State. Ugochukwu Omeagu holds a bachelor's degree in accounting and he is a certified tax specialist in the United States of America. Diploma in small medium enterprises at Galilee International Management Institute, Israel, with over 15 years of practice and experience in facilitating strategic management, business and investment trainings, enterprise and entrepreneurial development, soft core and critical skills development courses in customer service, client relationship management, sales and marketing techniques, corporate strategy, deposit mobilization and leadership and change management. His holistic value chain management exposure and his marketing communication practice strengthen his balanced, objective and result-oriented view as regards effective marketing communication and key corporate deliverables. He has facilitated programs and trained for JP Morgan Chase Bank, USA, American Embassy, Angel Foundation, USA, Zenith Bank PLC, Fidelity Bank PLC, Echo Bank PLC, Polaris Bank PLC, IEI, Staco Insurance, Century Energy Services Limited, Keystone Bank Limited, iSkills, iTech's Integrated Software Systems Limited, Nymeth Pharmaceuticals PLC, TF Financial Services, Ghana. Among others, he helped in developing their change management and leadership, structural re-engineering training, and also in the development of their sales and marketing strategy and training. Ugochukwu Omeogu runs private mentoring programs for network marketing entrepreneurs, businesses, and corporate executives of Fortune 500 companies. He is the master of wealth creation processes, building a world-class business community. He is deep in his thought processes, passionate, dynamic, well articulated, a continuous ardent learner, and a great listener. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the legend of wealth creation processes, Ugochukwu Omeogu.
Yes, thank you very, very much. For being very, very attentive. Ladies and gentlemen, I know most of us already know my brother Ugochukwu Omeogu. He is going to take us today to the topic he's going to handle today is something I consider very, 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 very critical in our business. Very, very critical in our business and very, very critical when it comes to prospecting and recruiting. Like I said before, it's actually the plan towards recruiting. And if your hands are not busy, let's see those fire emojis as we make welcome, Mr. Ugochukwu Omeogu. He's going to take us through social cycles and networking as the new currency. Bro, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. My video is not coming out.
Okay, you can.
You need to enable my video.
Yes, you need to. Yes, you can share.
Video.
Yes, you can share. You have the right to share. You can share. Oh no, sorry. My fault. My bad. Okay, you can do that now.
Fuck me, huh?
You can do that now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Come on, everybody. How you doing?
Good to see you, man. You're looking great. I've not seen you before.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely excited to be here. Everybody in the house, raise your hand if you're leaving forever. All right, raise your hand. Give me a 10. Give me a 10 if you're excited about today and you're definitely happy to be here on this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's my sister. Oh my goodness. The first to cheer me up right now. Give me a 10. 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 Oh my God. Look at you. Let the numbers keep coming right now. All right. This is incredible. First of all, I'd like to say that it's an awesome privilege to be part of this. And as a matter of fact, you guys are in one of the most powerful companies in the world. You are one of the most powerful companies in the world, okay? And so many companies are trying to catch up with Forever Living. They're trying their best, but you guys are always in the lead. So you already have a solid platform. You already have a credible platform to work on. So what is missing is what you offer. So write this down. In network marketing, there are two offers. In network marketing, there are two offers, okay? The first offer is what the company offer, which is your company, okay? The Forever Living Company has incredible product. They have incredible compensation plan. And all of this, they have incredible leadership, corporate-wise. They have incredible management, all right? This is what the company offers. But listen to this. All of this that I've mentioned today is available to everybody in Forever. That's the general offer. The second thing the industry offers is what you offer. Okay, so write this down, double-edged. It's a double-edged industry. What the company offers as a corporate, as a product or service, and what you offer. So if someone comes into the business today, what is it that you have that the company does not have? Okay, what is it that you're offering? Okay, that if you speak to someone out there, you're going to say something more powerful, something different, and the powerfulness of what you offer, apart from what the company is offering, is your unique selling proposition. That is where my sister at that age of 4 has done great job. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to celebrate Ada for that awesome, wonderful presentation on personal branding. She is incredible, amazing. Okay. And guess what? I listened to the whole presentation because I wanted to learn. And I have my book here. I took notes and as she was teaching, okay? Because knowledge is universal. So we're going to talk about something really amazing, okay, today, which is networking and social circle as a currency, okay? Incredible. Write this down. Your understanding of a concept gives you the ability to modify practice. Your understanding of a concept gives you the ability to modify practice. I have been training for over 20 years, and I've seen people who have read books on finance, books on leadership, books on management, books on networking, and they are terrible at the results. For example, if I ask you today, how many of you have read books by Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? And I'm pretty sure that most of you will raise your hands up. You're going to raise your hand. I read the book on Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. As your hands up and ask you, most of you are, how many of you are financially independent or economically independent? Most of those hands will come back. Why? The books you read showed you what Kiyosaki did in particular circumstances. But what the book has not done for you is reorienting your mind, changing your philosophy about how to go about finances. So we hear about networking, okay? We hear about social circle. People jump into this business without having the proper orientation, without having the proper concept of what this particular concept is. So write this down. Your concept of a subject determines your ability to modify its practice, okay? So in the next 20 minutes, if I'm able to help you to reshape your concept, if I'm able to redefine the concept of networking to you, you are going to apply it in your uniqueness. What you see Ada do today was incredible. But you see, the way she spoke about it came from a place of strength. She spoke from her own personality. She has a unique voice modulation. She has her unique way of charisma. If you want to do the same thing Ada did, without the concept of personal branding, without understanding what brand is, if you don't know what that is, even though you're going to mimic what she said, you will come out as strong as she has come out today, okay? So write this down, okay? Life does not reward you according to your effort. Life rewards you according to the knowledge behind your effort. Effort is the common denominator. Knowledge is the differentiator, okay? My role is not to tell you another story, talk to you about networking or what you should do about networking. No, my purpose this evening is to begin to challenge your definition of networking, begin to challenge your philosophy about what you consider networking to be. Because most of you here in this program have been trying to recruit a prospect. Most of you here have been going out there trying to talk to people. And at the end of the day, the result is not showing. Evidently, you are making an effort, but the result is not showing. It's not because that you're wrong about your practice, it's because the fundamental philosophy that you have concerning networking is actually what is impeding the result that comes from your practice. Okay. So before I go further, right now, I'm looking at your comment. Can you tell me what you've learned so far? Yes, before I go deeper, just to be sure that you guys are hearing me and you guys understand what I'm saying, I'm going to look on the screen right now. I'm going to wait for your typing. Let me know what you've learned so far. I'm going to pause a little bit. And I'm sure this is not usually for online sessions. You're used to people talking, and keep going on and on and on. I want to know that you are understanding what I'm saying. So tell me what you've learned so far in this couple of minutes. Okay, I'm rooted by knowledge. That pains me on the knowledge behind my effort. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So first, your definition about a concept determines the outcome that you're going to get. Okay. Your definition about a concept, right? If you understand networking, you'll apply different strategies and it will work for you. Okay. The way you're going to go apply it, the way you'll apply it, your strategy might be different from my strategy. Once you'll be able to control the fundamental flows of thoughts, the conceptual framework of thoughts about networking, once you understand it, you're going to be successful in the business of networking. And I want to write this down before I go deeper. Network marketing will not make you rich. What will make you rich is the knowledge you have about networking. There are so many people in network marketing who are broke and poor. There are so many people in the business of oil and gas who are broke and poor. There are so many people in the business of medicals. There are so many lawyers who are broke and poor. There are so many doctors who are poor. So it's not necessarily the industry that's the problem. It's your understanding, your knowledge that powers the result that you get. And that's why two people can be in the same business, all right, and get two different results. So point being, it's important to pay attention about definitions, right? First, anything you cannot define overwhelms you. Anything you can define, you can modify. Anything you cannot define overwhelms you. Anything you can define, you can modify, okay? And there are two levels of definition, okay? Two levels of definition. The first level, thank you, Samsung. Yes, thank you, Samsung. You're on something, yeah, right. Two levels of definition. The first one is statutory definition, which is defining something for what it is, regardless of what you think it is, okay? Statutory definition defines something for what it is, regardless of what you think it is. The second level of definition is functional definition, which is defining something by reason of use and practice. Defining something by reason of use and practice, all right? So, and I said that again, functional definition is defining something by reason of use and practice. Right now, I have this right here. Okay, this is a crutch. If I ask you to tell me what this is, most of you would tell me it's crutches, all right? I've asked that questions in the class most of the times, people tell me it's crutches. Now, if I take this particular crutches, this crutches is meant to help you walk better. If you have a physical challenge, this is a walking aid by statutory definition. But if I take this and break somebody's head, and you see me breaking somebody's head, this turns to a weapon. This turns to a weapon, okay? Statutorily, it is a walking aid. Functionally, because I use it to break somebody's head, it turns to a weapon. Now, what if you see me using this to turn the light switch? When I turn the light switch on with this, that turns into a remote switch, okay? So, but that question is, what if you met this item for the very first time you're seeing this item and hold it, the first time you're seeing it being used to break somebody's head, to club somebody to death. You call this statutorily, you call it a weapon, which means when you're on the street walking out, going somewhere, and you saw this on the shop, you will call it weapon, because the first time you met this item, you met it in a function that is being used to kill people. But is this what this is meant for? This is not meant for to kill people. This is originally is meant to help somebody to work better who has a physical challenge. Now, question I ask people about networking is, now what if you met a good concept, which is networking, in the wrong context? Okay. What if you met a good concept in the wrong context? What if the first time you heard about network marketing or networking, you heard about it from someone who is struggling, from a poor person, from a desperate person, and I said, I don't want to network it. Oh, I'm not interested in networking. Oh, all this bring people, bring people. It means that your context of networking is a wrong context, even though networking is a good concept. Now, if you look at it, there's so many people right now who are great people, but they're struggling in network marketing. Does it mean network marketing is bad? No. It's because maybe the first time you ever met this concept, you met it in the wrong context or in the hand of a person who doesn't even know what it is. Okay, I hope I'm making sense to you guys, right? Now, I'm trying to lay foundation here. And then there's another concept I want to share with you guys before I go deeper than that is, if you meet a concept the first time and you have the wrong information about a good concept, what you have is called misinformation. In other words, networking is central to life. Networking is what you need to do to become successful in anything you're doing. Even matter of fact, your brain is a network of neurocells. So central to life is networking. It's impossible for you to succeed in any business, oil and gas, farming, social media, whatever it is you do. You must have the grasp of networking before you can be successful in anything you do. Okay. So when you get the wrong idea, it's called misconception, misinformation. Then when you get involved in network marketing, even though you like it, somebody told you about how wonderful it is, you travel to Dubai, go to Cancun, Mexico, you go to Seychelles, Maldives, you win a car, 7 cars, 8 cars, and you saw all these wonderful things people are winning about networking, and you say, yes, I like networking, and you jump into the business because at that time you have the right information about networking, and you begin to join the business, and people begin to hustle people, begin to do it the wrong way, which means your experience that you had, even though you had a good concept and your experience at the level of practice is a bad one. You have what is called miseducation. So miseducation is when you believe something is right and get into it on the wrong practice. So most people are miseducated about network marketing. And that's why, in as much as they were excited in the beginning when they joined, at some point they get burnt because the processes and how they got involved was wrong. And therefore they make a decision about networking is a terrible thing. Having said that, now what is networking? Now write this down. Networking is a process of engaging people based on competence for mutual exchange of value. Networking is a process of engaging people, competent people or people of competence for the purpose of mutual exchange of value. The essence of networking is to bring people who are competent in different fields of life and get them involved in a project. And everybody plays a role in that particular network to contribute to the larger picture. In other words, the essence of networking is mutual exchange of value. When people come into networking and they don't have the competence required, the essence of networking is to receive value so I can also contribute value. Okay, that's why the essence of networking is to leverage on people's values and competence. Now, I see people in network marketing who are there not to share value. They just want people to sign up so that they can receive commission and get their case credit. They never got involved because they have some level of value, some level of leadership, some level of communication skill, some level of teaching skill. They were not there in the first place because they want to contribute to the larger picture. They are there because they want to make money off of people and then find the next person they're going to bring in just for the sake of making commission. So if you're not there because you want to contribute, then I'm telling you, you are there for the wrong reason. But say, well, I'm not going to do network marketing again, but any other business you're going to do, you're going to be required to contribute. And I don't know why everybody else in any other industry, oil and gas, banking, real estate, In other of these industries, you go there because you want to contribute. When it comes to network marketing, you just want to get involved because you want to travel to Dubai, because you want to buy a car, which is the wrong orientation. Okay. So networking has to do with social value orientation. Write this down. Social value orientation. Okay. And I'm going to explain this to you. Social value orientation is the preference you place on how much you allocate value to yourself and others. Social value orientation is at the base of networking. It talks about how much weight you place on the welfare of other people in respect to your own progress. Do you think that for you to progress in life, you must give other people value? If your social value orientation does not place other people's growth at the core, which means your social value orientation is individualism, which means you are not interested in the growth of other people. You're only interested in what you can get out of people. Networking is not good for you. Well, if networking is not good for you in network marketing, networking is not good for you in real estate. Networking is not good for you in oil and gas. Networking is not good for you in farming, because at the base of networking is the value exchange, leadership, skill, and knowledge and ideas being exchanged for the good of a greater picture. Okay, so that's number one. The number one network social value orientation is individualism. You are thinking about yourself. Okay. The second one in networking is competition. I want to write it down. Competition. You are there because someone has won a car. Someone has won a vacation. Like Ada said, when she posted that the car some other person won, somebody says, when are you going to get your own? That person is competitive. Who are those that are competitive? They are those that say they are better than the other person. Anytime somebody is being celebrated on the stage, they are thinking for themselves. They are not really so much happy that someone is celebrated. They're thinking that they're going to be the next. They're not happy that someone is better. So, in other words, the competitive social value orientation in networking is when you're thinking you're better than somebody else. Okay. Now, the third one is cooperative. This is the ultimate one. There are four of them, but the one I want to state today is when you're pro-social, cooperative. You're thinking about how can I help people win so that I can win. Remember, social value orientation is a preference on how much you allocate resources to the betterment of other people in relationship to your own. How much weight do you place on the welfare of other people to be able to get your own? So at the base of networking is your own social value orientation. If you're not interested in people getting better, then you have no business doing business. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions, and the question I'm going to ask you is this, and I want you to answer me. If I send you $1 million today, how many of you will be excited? If I send you $1 million today, how many of you will be excited? I want you to type on the screen. 1 million. If I tell you right now that I'm going to send you $1 million to your bank account, how many of you think that would be something for you to make a difference in your life? Okay, I want to get your feedback right now. Like, tell me how excited you are. If you're going to get $1 million to your account right now, you're like, oh my God. Okay, I'll be super excited. Okay, talk to me about, oh yes, write something. Don't give me an emoji. I like to type something, say something. I'll be excited. Okay, very happy. Okay, okay, nice. Now I have a condition for that. I have a condition for that. The condition for that is that you will not wake up the next day. Tell me how excited, tell me how you feel. The condition will be that you will not wake up the next day. I send you $1 million today. Oh, no, thanks. Oh my goodness. See that now? Oh my goodness. No way. You see? So which means your life is more important than any amount of money. But can I ask a question? How many of you woke up today knowing that $1 million is not important to your life? How many of you wake up this morning excited about your life? Like you are already a millionaire. You never felt that way. Okay. You see, the reason why that you don't like the $1 million anymore is that your life is more important. But how do you feel broke? Why do you feel ungrateful? Why do you still feel like, oh my God, life is terrible? When in the face of $1 million, you're still not interested if your life, okay, it's more than that. Okay, that's question number one. I'm still talking about network. Okay, Dan, is my time up?
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Okay, should I continue? Should I continue? Huh?
Yeah, 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Okay, so just to close. I'm going to ask another question. I'm trying to define networking now. I'm going to ask another question. Now, I want to answer this question. What if I'm going to give you $50 million? Tell me how you feel. Talk to me right now. $50 million. You're going to get an account transferred to you today. How would you feel? $50 million to your account. How would you feel? Tell me. Talk to me. Overwhelmed? I love you, Chairman. Thank you. Not sure anyone. No. I'm just excited. All right. Okay. Excited, blessed. Now, of course, I'm going to put a condition to it. Now, the condition for the $50 million is this. I'm going to take you to Sahara Desert, where you will live alone for the rest of your life. I will build you a mansion in the middle of nowhere. You will live alone by yourself till the day you die. I will park a Rolls Royce there. You have access to nobody. You live by yourself for the rest of your life. You will have gold and silver, and you will not talk to anyone till the day you die. You will not see anyone. Nobody will see you. So let me ask you a question. Okay, if at $50 million, you still don't want to have it, and you have access to people, but now you have access to people, why are you not networking? Why are you not networking? Which means at the base of life is networking. It's impossible for anyone to be successful in anything without networking. The essence of life is to share value, share yourself, give to people, give value. So what good is life if you have access to people every single day and you're not going out of your way to connect, to share, to change people's life? So isn't it better that you make the burst of your life while you're still connecting with people? Okay, so that's on that, all right? So networking is about connecting with competent people with the intent to share value for people. Let me tell you, if you are not useful on earth, why are you still alive? Why don't you just, for lack of a better word, well, I'm not going to say that here, but that's fine, okay? So I want to say, for the part of networking, the essence of life is to connect with people, to share value. So if you're here on this program and you're struggling with your business, I want you to begin to think that people need you. You don't really need people's money. People need your value. You don't need people's money. People need your value. The value they get from you will bring the money that you want. The problem is you're thinking about people's money. You're not thinking about people's growth, okay? That's on that. And then social connection circle. Now watch this. Not all social network is social capital. Write this down. Not all social network is social capital. There are people that are connected in your life. They have not turned people that are useful to you, okay? And that brings me to the point where you need to begin to turn your social network to social capital, right? It's impossible to generate wealth and value in the business of network marketing without converting your social network to social capital. And one of the capital that you have to have in people relationship is credibility. Can people leverage on your name? Can people leverage on your result? Can people leverage on your skill? So how do you turn people's social capital, social network to capital? Is to begin to, first of all, become a capital to people's life. People can use your name, use your skill, use your time to become something that you can leverage on. I see a lot of network marketing people who are still doing the business as though it's a regular business. The essence of networking is to leverage, write this down, is to leverage on people's credibility, is to leverage on people's competence, okay? All right? is to leverage on people's values, right? So social capital are the relationships you have, the society where you live, where you can mutually work together to make something out of your personal and your business life, okay? I hope today was great for all of you. I'm excited that you guys are have me on this program. That social networking is a connection of people you have. Social capital is when you can leverage on people's skills and knowledge, or when people can leverage on your skill and knowledge to make a contribution to the bigger network of people, right? I hope today was great. Thank you very much for hosting me. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope, please, let's give him 10. Let's see the 10. Let's see the 10. Let's see the 10. That's it. Let's see the 10. Let's see the 10. They don't want you to go, bro. Eh? They don't want you to go. Don't worry. Let me see what I can steal some of his time so that we can invite him some other time to be part of this. I mean, my book is full. I wrote a lot of things down here. I wrote a lot down. I don't even know where to start from. It's really great. I am super excited because I know a lot of people really got value. It's a network marketing will not make you rich. What will make you rich is the knowledge of the network. The knowledge of the networking that you have, that is what will make you rich. I hope you got, in case you didn't get that, I hope you got that. What if you make a good concept in a wrong context? I mean, we go through this all the time. The concept is wonderful. But we'll see people turn it around, and the whole context is not something that you don't want to identify with. And that is why we have all the no's, because so many people have been hit in the past by the wrong context. They've been hit in the past by the wrong context, and what they just do is that when they see you, they fly. When they see you, they run. When they see you, get all the no's. But I hope you really got value. At the base of networking is your own value-based orientation. At the base of networking is your value-based orientation. So where are those values? Do you really have those values? If you have those values, definitely you will be able to begin to find how to leverage on people's credibility, people's values, people's competencies, their time, and every skill that you can think of. That is the only way we can turn this to that new currency that will help you, through value, achieve what you want to achieve. Thank you so much, my brother. And I'm so excited. Don't worry, I'll come. We'll find time to have a full training, not online now, so that our people. Okay. I think we need more of these trainings when it comes to networking, and what it really stands for, so that people can begin to rebrand themselves. People can begin to restructure themselves, so that we can also be proud to say we are part of this industry. Thank you. I know you're a very busy man. I know you're catching up with the next meeting. So
yeah, I just came out of one interview.
I know. Don't worry. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Yes.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. So we'll take our next presenter. Our next presenter is going to take us through. In fact, see, the next presenter is somebody that I mean, some of us that are always travel, you know this guy. I mean, he's a fun-looking guy, a young gentleman, very jovial. I mean, he has this aura with him. I mean, the way he carries himself, he's always smiling, always laughing. And I tell you, when the first time I saw him, he left a mark. So when I went to Accra, I looked for him. I said, "Hey, Julius, where are you? And good enough. I wasn't able to see him in Accra, but I tell you, Julius Ayumasu is one of Ghana's finest. He's one of Ghana's finest. The Swahili manager, presently the number three man in Ghana. And I tell you, those of us that went to Ghana, the average age bracket of an FBO in Ghana is 20. Take it from me. It's 20. Right? This team is so young. So young. And if you look at it, they are prepared for the next generation. For as long as I'm concerned, they are prepared for the next generation. Oh. So in the next few years to come, 5 years from now, where will your business be? 10 years from now, where will your business be? And I went to Ghana, I discovered that, hey, 10 years from now, these guys are already prepared. Because the generation, the FBO age bracket is quite young. And that is why I said, hey, Julius, my friend, this evening you are going to help us look at this wonderful topic, prospecting the next generation. Prospecting the next generation. So ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, let's give him the 10. Let's give him the 10. Let's see the fire emojis as we make welcome all the way from Ghana, our own brother, Julius Ayumasu. Julius, you have the floor.
Wow, that's good. That's good. I want to first and foremost find out if my voice is so clear. I had a bit of challenge with my laptop. So please, do you hear me clearly?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Mr. Daniel, thank you so much. And good evening to all of us. It's a wonderful opportunity for me to be here with you. And as my good friend said, I also really appreciate him. The first time I met him, I was also inspired. He's a powerful guy, and he also left a mark in me. But before I proceed, let me tell you, I just like the presenter who just did the social value presentation, Mr. Omiegu. Thank you so much for this powerful training. Value is what determines how much you earn. And people are paid based on value they bring to the marketplace. And today we talk about social community. So social value is very much of an essence. So that is that. He did very well. But then, Ada, congrats. Ada spoke to my heart. Network marketing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's all about branding, staying consistent to your values. Keep dropping one at a time. Just be consistent, learning and branding yourself. Let people know what you stand for. Ada, kudos. That was so excellent. And I am privileged listening to you. Now, my topic today is to talk to you about recruiting the next generation. I am Julius Ayumasu, and I am from Ghana, and a lot has been said about me already. During the program, this presentation, I will say one or two things about myself, so you know. I always come with my story. I'm going to talk to you about the next generation. Every human being will want to have a successful generation. What do I mean? When our parents give birth to us, one of the reasons why they pay attention to us is that when they are not there, we take over from them. And that, apart from that, we'll be able to handle what they've worked for. So in the next, they envisage the next 20, 30 years, because you see, the fact is that nobody is going to stay here forever. No matter how handsome you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter how beautiful you are, a day is coming, you will be weak, whether you like it or not. No matter how good nutrition you think, no matter what, there's a time coming, you will fade out. Okay? So the question here is, what happens to your business in the next 5, 10 years, 20 years, 15 years? This is what brings our attention to this particular topic. What kind of business am I building today? What kind of people am I recruiting? Because whatever future you want, it doesn't come by chance. You don't harvest cocoa. You don't harvest productive or valuable crops by chance. You have to plant them. If you want to harvest coconut, you got to plant it. If you want to harvest cashew, valuable crop, valuable product, anything of value, come on, listen to me. Anything of value, you got to put something, some effort in it, okay? So we need to, if we want our business to sustain, to live 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, when we are weak, when we can't do anything anymore, then we need to recruit with specifications. So recruiting the next generation is supposed to be done now. Okay, let me give you a brief story about what we're going to do today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see my screen very well. This is what I'm going to share with you. Number one, this is just the outline, my forever story. That's one. Two, who are the next generation? Why focus on the next generation? How to prospect the next generation and the training of the next generation. And this topic is very, very important. I've been in this business for about 16 years now in Forever Living Product. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen people rising to the top, and the next 5 years, you look for them, you can't find them. And those who are there, you realize that businesses are going down. I can talk about one man who became a diamond sapphire manager within some few shortest possible time, and everywhere he was on the top. And ladies and gentlemen, today you look for him, he can't be found. Even among the top 20, he's not there. Among the top 30, no, he's not there. Is that the kind of business you want to? Is that the kind of business we want to build? No. We will want that the effort we put in today will last for the next 5, 10 years, so that our kids can take over. And that's one of the core values of Forever. It's an inheritable kind of business. Okay, so what is my story? This is Julius Ayimasu, the man speaking to you, and that's my country director, Mr. Michael Boafu, is a man I love so much. So what happened to me? Why did I join Forever? Let me give you a brief history so that I go straight to how we can recruit the next generation. Okay, this is it. I joined Forever Living Product on 2nd November 2007. Okay, we are in 2023. So how many years now? 16 years. Okay, getting to 16 years because it was in November. I joined Forever because, why did I join Forever? What brought me into Forever? Because it was the prescription for my sickness. I was suffering from the kind of ailment that is called monaria. I know you haven't heard that of before. You know of malaria, but my problem was monaria. Monaria. What is monaria? That's my own term. Monaria is caused by lack of money. Good. I was working as an assistant director. My background is into accountancy, ladies and gentlemen. And at the point in time, I lost my dad, so I had to take care of my siblings, about 5 of them in all. And just imagine, before the date for my salary, everything is gone because I had to pay my own school fees. I was also doing top-ups and the rest, and I had to pay their school fees and a whole lot. So I started suffering from what we call monaria. So monaria was what led me to Forever. I needed to take care of my mom and siblings who were still young and I could not let them drop out of school because the old man is no more there. And ladies and gentlemen, that was what led me to Forever Living Product. I always tell people Forever is a God-sent opportunity. I love Forever so much. It came at the right time. I quite remember 2nd November when I saw the opportunity. Initially, I heard it from somebody, but I thought you have to be walking around selling some product, telling people you're suffering from past, come and buy it. So you see, I didn't see I could make the two with my profession. And as at then, I was doing 2 jobs at the same time, working at the University of Winnipeg in charge of Gateway IT Center as the manager there, and I was doing my full-time job as the assistant director. You see, so I was trying all means to get money so that I can meet my responsibilities, you know. So the question is that was when I found Forever. Did Forever work for me? Yes, it did. I became a supervisor in 2 weeks and a manager in 3 months. Ladies and gentlemen, just within 3 months. Now, I will tell you why I became a manager, and that is what will lead you to the recruiting aspect. When I came on board, in fact, as I just told you, I was an accountant. I didn't know much about the product. So when I came for the presentation, I understood 2 things. They use products, they recommend products, and they build a team. Then I told myself, fine, it will take me some time to know more about the product. So I started using the product. But when it comes to recruiting, you know, you can just start recruiting and you learn on the job. So once I was taking my time to know more about the product, picking people's testimonies, I started going around talking to people. I was crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it is about what you want. Your determination is what determines what you want. I could remember those days I met some of my colleagues who were in the same university with me. And he said, oh, come on, Julius has stopped the accountancy profession and he's now selling medicine, past medicine, and you know how people brand the whole thing. He didn't understand. And you see, when you start businesses of this caliber, that is what people will tell you. Along the line, ladies and gentlemen, things changed. And these same people who were saying all sorts of things now, they come to you and they want help from you, and they come to you and they're calling you to do a program for them here and there. So the question is that they forever work for me. Did this solve my monetary problem? Yes. I qualified for the travel incentive in 2011. The reason why I brought the travel incentive, I've cut a lot of achievements away. 2011 was a massive turnaround in my business. That was when we were taken to South Africa. Then they used to call it Africa Rally. 2011, oh my God, it was Cape Town. It was amazing. I saw a lot of people. So those of you who are listening to me today, ladies and gentlemen, I do everything to qualify. You see, at times when they talk about qualification and travel, people are, they come on, ladies, whatever it takes, because it will broaden your horizon. Whatever the state of your mind determines what comes into your hand. If you can't have it in your mind, you can't have it in your hand. The mind of a man makes him. The power of a man resides in his mind. That is why we attend programs like this. Are you with me? To feed our minds, to get the right information, to get the right concept so that we move. When I went to South Africa 2011, it was a turnaround. Then I qualified in 2012. The same 2011, before 2012, the same 2011, I qualified for Super Rally, and that was in Washington, Maryland, Gaylord Hotel. Those of you old people, you can remember. And it was an amazing trip. I remember one funny question that was asked. When I qualified, the secretary called me. They used to call those days. Hello, Mr. Julius Ayimasu. I said, yes, madam. He said, congratulations. You've qualified for our trip to the US, and I want to find out from you, will you go? That's one of the funny questions I've ever. Come on. He said, he was asking whether I would go. I said, why not? And ladies and gentlemen, I was in Washington, Maryland, moved to Washington and had a tour around some few places, and it blew my mind. Now, in 2012, I qualified for the post-traditional tour. That was in Arizona. Those of you can remember post-traditional tour. It's no more there. And I had the opportunity to visit about 5 states, and that was mega. That same 2012 Eagle Manager Retreat in South Africa, that was the first Eagle Retreat, Eagle Manager Retreat. That was in South Africa. Those of you can remember, it was in Sun City. Wow, it was exciting. And that was also very great. Then in 2013, I qualified for the first global rally. First global rally was in Hawaii. And the same 2013, I qualified for the first global Eagle Manager Retreat, the first Eagle Manager Retreat, which was global. You know, before then, it wasn't global. The first global Eagle Manager Retreat was in Sardinia. That was in Italy. And it was amazing. And number 8, as number 1 for Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, I was number 1 for several years, and it was amazing. So I want to tell you why we're talking about the recruiting of the next generation. Let's see some of the places that I was. That was in 2012. This was in Arizona. You can see some of the pictures here. I will flip them through them because that is not the core of my presentation today. But just to show you, just to get you informed, so that you understand why I'm talking about the next generation. You see, I've given you a sequence. Why I keep qualifying, last year I was in Abu Dhabi. Last 2 years I qualified. Even when we are in the COVID zone, I qualified for all the global rally. The reason I'm not just showing this to impress you, but to tell you the story. So when you are prospect strategically, get the right people into your team. And this was a 2013 trip. You can see that over here. Very good. It's very, very amazing. And that was global rally in this was Hawaii. Woo! You can see it with my uplines. Yeah, Oscar Mills, the country director, and this was in Italy. Wow, that was the same first global Eagle retreat, and it was amazing. And this was 2018, and you can see part of the team. You look at the people around me. You see the very, very youth guy, the young guys. They were around me. That was in Arizona 2018. And this was, this second picture is Germany. Yeah, that was from Sweden. One went to Sweden. From the program, Stockholm, 2021, I went to Germany, and that is it. And let's look at something here. I saw these ladies, I think they are from Tanzania. One went to Abu Dhabi this time around. I saw a lot of young ladies and young guys from East Africa. And East Africa, I want to tell you, they are also doing things right now. They are building on the youth. They are building strategically. The youth has what it takes for the future. We are looking at the next 5 years, 10 years. That's Abu Dhabi for you. You can see here with Greg Moore. Now, let me tell you, look at what Forever is doing. Rex, our co-founder, our founder, our CEO, who is no more, may he so rest in peace. When he was alive, he trained Greg Moore. We all know that Greg Moore started from scratch. I remember when we went to Arizona, we were told the story. Greg Moore has worked in almost all the departments. And one good thing I saw in Abu Dhabi was to see Greg Moore's son. That is the guy in between us here. You see the country director and the wife. You see me and my wife here. You see the guy in the middle. That is Greg's son. And do you know what they are doing now? Do you know what Greg is doing? He's training him. The guy was almost everywhere. This is what I'm going to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and that is my upline. Please let me not leave without mentioning Savenda here. Oh, Savenda's face didn't come well. Savenda and Alex there. They are my uplines. Okay. So the next generation, come on. So the question I want us to look at that leads us to our training is that who are the next generation? Ladies and gentlemen, I am at the top there. You see the guys around me. Do you find any elderly person there? No. You see, whilst we age, we lose strength. Many elderly people cannot carry me this way. This applies the same way to our businesses. The elderly people may do what they can do now, but as time goes by, they lose strength. As time goes by and by, they will lose strength. They will lose momentum. The passion goes down. That is why those of us who want our business to stay on the next 5 years, the next 10 years, we need to bring in new crop of people. And this is the right time to do so. Why? Because this is the time you have. This is when you are very strong. And I said this from the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how strong you are, a time is coming, you will grow weaker and weaker. I used to be very technologically inclined. I know a lot about IT and the rest, but ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, today I can see. One day I was doing something and my small boy, oh, Daddy, let me do it for Daddy, I can do it for you. I said, what? 10-year boy? And he just did it. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is that the youth come with new face. So once we are prospecting, we look at the next generation and we say the next generation are the youths. The youth, if you want your business to be dynamic, we are not saying don't prospect. We are not saying don't build on the mature people. Yes, you need the adults for the consumption of the product. Because when you look at the adult, they like the product, you consume the product, and you are in business. You have to do the retailing. But let me tell you, to talk about carrying the business. Now look at the guys around me. The youth will lift you to the top. Because the youth, they have that kind of exuberancy that is in them. It's natural. The only thing is that know how to get the youth, know how to train them so that your business does not fade away. When we started our Forever Living Pro, we heard of a lot of people in other African countries, East Africa, in Nigeria, and other places. And today, you can't hear much about them. Why? At times, it's partly associated to this. The kind of crop of people you are bringing on board. So today, I'm here to let you know why I showed you those kind of qualifications. There was a guy in one of our capital town, major capital town, who asked me one day, one young guy, very, very strategic question. He said, Mr. Julius, I want to know something about, since I joined Forever for so many years, you are always among the top. And it's true. I'm always among the top 3 for over 10 years. So what is your secret? Because people rise up and become number 1, and before you realize, they go down. At times, even the top 10, you can't find them anywhere. So the young guy was so, it was very strange to him. But why is it that you've been there for so many years, over 10 years? It's recruiting. Recruiting is the lifeblood of the business. Retailing is good. I'm not here to talk about retailing. Selling product to adults who are suffering from diabetes, hypertension, and the rest is good. And the rest is good. Consumption is good, but what will drive your business? The momentum that to take your business to the next level, come on, is the youth. They come on with the new technological ideas. They want to achieve. Their passion to succeed in life is so high. If you are not targeting the youth now, when are you going to do that? Are you waiting when you become outmoded? Are you waiting when you become, no matter, you see, when do you want to do that? This is the time. The time you have now is the time to build the next generation who will succeed you. Whether you like it or not, somebody must succeed you. Whether you like it or not, somebody must take over. So if you want your business to be lasting, we look at the youth. And that leads me to the next slide. Why do we need to focus on the next generation? Ladies and gentlemen, it's because of the time, so I'm trying to be a bit faster, okay, so that I'll be in time. And next time when I'm invited, I will talk to you about a lot of things. And I'm telling you, we can all share ideas together. Now, let's look at this. Why do we need to focus on the next generation? This group of people you see here, they are one of my team members. One line, just one line. And this young man here is called Dauda Alasa. He's a manager in the northern zone. And he saw what I do, and he did the same thing. He recruited young guys. And ladies and gentlemen, these young guys, they are passionate. They are passionate. All you need is to teach them well, show them the right way. And that is all. So why do we have to focus on that? Number one, to secure the future of your business. Do you want your business to last? Oh, you just want a today business, then tomorrow is no more. I had one downline who was not interested in recruiting. He will gather and time the seasons and go to cocoa growing areas, go and sell a lot of product, and he will come with a lot of money. And he goes with his brand new car, very nice car. Then one day I called him, I said, sir, do you want a future for your business? He said, yes, manager. Then I told him, start recruiting. Don't you see the way I've built my business? There's no part in Ghana, no region in Ghana I've never been. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was telling my wife just of recent, dude, about 5 years ago, I could go to the length and breadth of Ghana. But today, when I travel 1, 2, 3, I'm already tired. I was saying, wow, so am I growing? We don't want to. It's catching up with you. The truth is that all the knowledge you have and all that you can do today, a time is coming, you can't do it again. Even with this social media we are talking about, technology is changing very fast. And you can learn them. Yeah, I know you will learn, but let me be honest with you. It's not everything you can be abreast with. You get to a time, you will just learn the few, what's happening, and the rest, and the youth will come with the new ones. So this is the time to recruit them, to secure your future, of the future of your business in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years. You should still be in business. I don't want a kind of team today. I make money, I'm called a manager, senior manager, sorry manager, and tomorrow when we're looking for you, are nowhere to be found. The next 1 year, you are nowhere to be found. The next 2 years, you are nowhere to be found. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's correct that thing. The adults must be there. The middle class must be there. The youth, bring them in. They are not, and you know one funny thing. The funny aspect is that this is the time you can influence them. So this is the right time to bring them. This is the time you can influence them, because some of you have the testimonies, but you are ignoring them because you think they don't have the money. Yes, that class of people will not have the money, but when you teach them the skill will generate the income. I have people who started with what we call OPM, and they are doing very well in the business. I've come to realize it's not about how much money you have that makes you a successful network marketer. Now, that is not true. How successful you are, it's not about the money you have. No, it's about the knowledge, the understanding, and their willingness to understand the network marketing concept and run with it. Have people who started as OPMs, other people's money. O means other, P means people, M means money. They never had money. They started with other people's money. And ladies and gentlemen, to be honest with you today is a different ball game altogether. Today, they are at the top. They never had money, but today they are at the top. That is why we need to focus on the youth. We need to focus on the youth, not rejecting the adult or the middle class. Some will consume the product because the youth will not be able to buy much of your product to consume. They are not suffering from that diabetes. They are not suffering from that hypertension. Are you with me? So what interests, I will teach you, I will tell you about that. So the future, secure your future of your business. And then number 2, why do we need to focus on the next generation? The reason why we need to focus on the next generation is to stay in the game with this rapid technological changes. No matter how smart, I've mentioned, no matter how smart you are, technologically, you will eventually fade out. I told you about my 10-year boy story. Oh, daddy, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. What? You teaching me IT? I was a manager of an IT firm in the university. And tell you what, I was holding the phone struggling. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, these are obvious. These are change. You can't do anything about it. I guess we are learning something. Can I get a feedback on the message column, on the chat column, to know whether people are following or not? So we need that. It's very, very important. We need that. We need to focus on the youth to stay in the game with this rapid technological changes so that we don't get off. To provide support to your business. For your business, you need support. The youth comes in with support. They come in with new ideas. They start doing what you cannot do. It's important. So ladies and gentlemen, the young can bring a different way of thinking into your business. Innovation and diversity. Every now and then, things are changing. Every now and then, man, whether we like it or not. Every now and then, things are changing. And it's so obvious. Every now and then, things are changing. Every now and then. So when the youth come in, they bring a new sense of direction. I have guys, let me tell you one thing. I wanted to do some social when there was COVID, somewhere 2020, is it 2020 and 2021? Do you know what happened? Do you realize what happened? Many people, businesses went down. Even some those guys who were doing very well. Do you know why? Because they were doing face-to-face sales. And during COVID, you can't do face-to-face sales. So we're in lockdowns. And many of the adults did not even know how to use computer. They didn't even know how to, even their own phones, they didn't even know how to do Zoom. And ladies and gentlemen, what profited me a lot? In 2020, I qualified for Global Rally to Sydney. In 2021, I qualified for Sydney. Do you know what? All the young guys in my business immediately switched out onto internet. Do you know one of the funny things I got? The other guys in my team, the elderly people, some of them could come and say, I'm for the Zoom, I can't even do it. I don't know how to do Facebook advert. I don't know how to do the Google. Some of them, you try teaching them, they say, oh, come on, Charlie, stop it. I can't grab all these things. This is what you need. You need the youth in your business now. You need them, ladies and gentlemen, so that they will bring that kind of vim, that kind of vigor into your business so that your business doesn't suffer what many people are suffering today. Okay, let me quickly go on again because I don't want to take much of, I have limited time. How do we prosper the youth? It's very key. How do you get them? Someone said, if you want to catch grass cutter, if you want to catch an antelope, you go to the bush. You don't stay in the room. You don't stay in your house, in your apartment. Go where they can be found. So number one, know where they can be found. Today, the youth are found on social media platforms, social organizations, where there is fun, schools, churches, universities. You can organize university programs. I remember before the COVID, I had a lot of programs. I was able to secure a program with the government to give a talk. Entrepreneur talk to the outgoing National Health Service personnel, and that also gave me a platform. So I was giving various places to give a talk. And ladies and gentlemen, that was why I came in contact with the youth. I was teaching them about linear and passive income. It's not about forever, but at the end of the day, I recruit them into forever, because when they understand passive income, then I give them an example. Then they come on board. Okay, know where they can be found: social media platforms, schools, churches, mosques, organizing youth programs, etc. Now, number two, speak their language. If you really want to build a solid business with the youth, please focus on what is important to them, not what is important to you. And guess what? What is important to the youth? The incentives. Monthly bonus, let them know the monthly bonus, the cash, the car incentives, dress well, make fun, create fun, the travels, they like that. Okay, number three, that brings me to number three, be flashy. I said, be flashy, man. Your language. You need to be like them. You need to see this, and this is the time you can do. You can't do that when you are too old. And no, this is the time. The youth are attracted to flashy things, so be flashy. Put the issues, that's funny. Put the issues of pals aside a bit. When you're dealing with the youth, it's not about diabetes, hypertension, and no, you see, the youth are interested in health, but that is not their priority. You see, at their age, their immune system is strong. I'm not saying health is bad. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we shouldn't teach them about health. No, but you see, this is the time we want to bring them on board. Look at the incentives. So change your presentation style. Bring the incentives first. Come on what they want. Come on, man. If you want to catch the animal, you should get the right baits. You should get what they want. Throw it at them and they will come around. Okay? So think and know what they want, the class of people. Are you in Nigeria? Are you in Tanzania? You know where the youths are. Are you in Uganda? Are you in Ghana? Are you in Lagos, Abuja? You know. Come on. If you are a real business person, look at this and start working at it. Your business will change. Now think about how many youth. Number 4, think about how many youth you can bring on board. Okay? Think about how many youth you can bring on board, or you can reach up to every day, every week, every month. Reach up to them. So set goal. One of the things that help people to achieve whatever they want is setting a goal. When you set a goal, it gives you direction. I don't deal with team members who don't have a goal. When you don't have a goal, you are not serious. You see, we are not here to play. We are not here to joke. We are here to achieve something. We are here to build a business. We are here for a purpose. So let them set a goal. Do you want to reach up to the youth now? Have you seen the need to reach up to the youth? Then set a goal. Every month, I want to get 2 people recruited. Come on, do that. So then build on the sources. Okay, before I go, reach up to them. Reach up to the youth. And let me tell you, one of the things you need to do is that build on the success. How do I reach out to the youth? Build on the success of 1 or 2 successful youths you know. Forever is a big family. So you can borrow testimony from everywhere, from Tanzania, from Nigeria, from Uganda, where the youth are successful. Pick their story. Share it with the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, share it. And get 2 or 3 people in your team. And once you do that, train those 2 or 3 people, organize programs. And when you organize programs, let those 2 or 3 people be part of the presenters and see. They will be able to attract their likes. But when they come to your Zoom meetings and it is only guys who are wearing goggles and everybody and the elderly people and the young men and come on, you see, excuse my language, you see, at the time some of them, they don't like it. They see the business as, okay, it is for the go-go guys, you see, it is for the elderly people, the 90, they will fly away. So at times when I organize programs, you see the youth. You see the youth, they come in their number because their friends a friend will invite a friend will invite a friend. Let's build on the youth, else your business will die. Let me tell you, no matter how powerful you are today, your business will die. Build on the youth. Remember, you are a part of Forever Family. So pick a testimony from everywhere. Invite the youth for a fun program, face-to-face presentation, and allow successful youth to present like a Zoom like this. Look at the way I'm talking. If I have a friend like me on this, he will listen to me. So that is what I mean. Then, last but one, chairman's bonus. Gather success story of youth. Look at the youth you see here. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see this guy. Look at this guy. $58,000. Angenu Benjamin from Ghana. Woo! And ladies and when the youth come and they see this kind of story, it blows them up. It blows them up. It blows them up. It blows them up. Come on. Woo! 58,000. This is what they need. Talking about pounds, everywhere you're talking about pounds. Come on, diabetes, hypertension. You will get the diabetics into your business. You see, the business is divided into 2. We have the retailing and we have the recruiting. So try to merge the 2. And that is how we do business. And this is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, by the grace of the Almighty God, I have been among the top in Forever for over 10 years. I deal with the youth. They are my friends. Some of them are now growing. Yeah, in my team, you see 24, 25, 26. Some are now. One guy, I took him to Dubai. We went to Dubai. When we came, he resigned from teaching. And today, the guy is a powerful guy in my business. He's now owning his own pharmaceutical stores, 2 of them, and he's built his own house. And he's able to attract youth into his business. Pick them one at a time. I think my time is getting up. So this is the last slide. The next thing is that I think I'm rushing because of the time. Oh my God. Permit my speed. I know you are catching up with it. Pardon me. Next time I will do better than this. Train them well. Now listen, when I talk about train them well, what I mean is that don't buy product for them. You kill them. You understand what I'm talking about? Some of you, in your excitement, you want the people to grow, you bring them on board and you go and buy product and push them to supervisor and you push them to assistant manager and push them to manager. Then you post your name, they clap for you. Hey, you have become a senior manager. Hey, sorry, manager. The next 2 years, we are looking for you are nowhere to be found. We are looking for the guys they are nowhere to be found because after buying those huge products, you give it to the young to go and sell. And this guy, they have no skills. They have just come into business. They are not interested in going around selling. They have a better way of selling. If you can allow time, they can learn gradually, graduate into selling so that they can sell better. But because you bought huge amount of product, you huge it on them, they disappear. Then you say the boys, they are not CEO. No, please. And next time, when you do buying for these young guys, you rob them of the process. Jim Brown said, he said, life is not about what you get. The greatest value in life is not what you get. It's not about the money. It's about who you become. Allow them to go through the process. Let them go and prosper. Let them talk to their friends. Let them talk to people. Let them learn how to introduce the product. Let them fail and come back again and again. So doing, you are building formidable people who can lift up your business even when you are not there. Am I making sense? When you are away, when you can't do it anymore, they can do it because they went through the process. Upon all the theory we are acquiring here, ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing is the practical. Don't kill your own guys. Don't kill them. Because some of them, when you buy the products in large quantities, before you realize, they begin to reduce the prices and they sell them at lower prices, destroying the market everywhere. They'll kill the business. Kill them. Just be supporting them small. Are you with me? I know you know what I'm talking about. We are all in business. There are moments you do the buying, buy small. Don't do it such that it's like you. Somebody can just bring one young guy into the business, then he buy his way to the manager. Those people, the next year, they cannot be found. So what do I say? In my business, I tell them, Charlie, keep it simple and don't try to reinvent the wheel. I have seen people rise within 1 month to manager to soaring, and today they are no more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of my presentation, and this is the summary to everything. You see the children around me. The left, my right hand side, you see the lady, and the left hand side, you see the young guy. Yes, they were my motivation to the business. They are my siblings. They are not my kids. They are my siblings I took care of. And this is about 3 years, 4 years, and to the glory of God, they have completed their school. The last one is this young man on my right here and on my left. He's still in the university, and I know very soon he will graduate. Courtesy Forever Living Product. And this was the reason why I joined Forever. So the summary of this business presentation today or training is that, number one, have your own Forever story. Number two, know the next generation. The story for Ada has said it all. Focus, number three, focus on the next generation. Please, in recruiting, recruit strategically. I'm not saying leave the adults alone. I'm saying put them together, but focus on bringing and building the youth. 4, know how to prosper the next generation. Oh my God. Train the next generation and do it well. On this note, oh my God, I want to say salute to all of you guys. I love you. Forever is a very good business. And the time to do the recruiting is now, man. Start it now. Now.
Wow. Wow. Julius, thank you so much. Please, let's give him that fire. I mean, let's give him a 10. 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 Thank you so much. I hope we are getting value. I tell you, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. In fact, I love this line that you dropped. You said, when you buy products from them, for the youths, which I know most of our people do, you deny them, you rob them of the process.
The process, man.
You rob them of the process. I tell you, we take people from exposure to exposure, and they need to learn. If they don't learn, they would think that that's how it is. They'll have a wrong concept and they run with it. And that is not, you said it all. This is not duplicable. We can't do it. We can't continue like this. And I tell you, I have never seen any of them that succeeded like that. I have never seen any of them that succeeded. You make them supervisors, make them managers. At the end of the day, the next month, they can't even do forces.
Yeah,
they
right.
can't even do forces. Julius, thank you so much, so much. We're still going to have you come back. We're going to have you come back in subsequent editions, because we really really need to make sure that we get more youths to our business in Africa, because we want more youths to be part of our business in Africa, because we also know that that is the only way for us to grow. Julius, thank you so much. Now, our next presenter is a very, very wonderful lady. I tell you, very, very wonderful lady. I tell you, I see her all the time. I meet her all the time, but I mean, she's my wife's friend. She's my wife's friend. My wife is following her every day. My wife will come to me and say, "Can you see what Veronica is doing? Can you see what Veronica is doing? How come your people are not doing like this?" I said, "Ask Veronica to come and train us." So we have with us Veronica all the way from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. She is a soaring manager, a senior ego manager. She is a global rally qualifier. Definitely, I know she's preparing to go to Bali. She's a global rally qualifier, and she is going to take us through prospecting in an internet generation. I tell you, Veronica has 77.4K followers on Instagram. She just celebrated. I saw it there. Veronica, you're surprised there? I saw it. 7.4K followers on Instagram. I tell you, most of the activities she does and the way she celebrates her team and her business, the way she brands herself on Instagram is superb. All the youths that have come to me to say, I said, okay, I collected your handle from my wife, and I said, okay, so go to Veronica's handle and see what is happening there. Go to Veronica's handle and see what is happening there. So thank you, Veronica, for finding time to share with us today. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's give her that fire emoji as we make welcome all the way from Dar es Salaam, Veronica Kundeya. Veronica, you have the floor.
Thank you so very much, sir. I'm really honored to have this opportunity. When I got the call that I'm being asked to train, I was like, okay, that's amazing. Because I love the idea of Africa coming together. Beginning of the year, actually for the past 3 years, I've been organizing the kickstarts, and this year we had over 1,000 people. We have got this program of Africa for Ego and all that. So I love this idea of us coming together as a continent, because it is really, really, really powerful. As you know, there are people that don't have uplines, those that, maybe they're not doing as much and all that. So this is really, really, really powerful. So thank you so much. Thank you for the previous speakers. Well, Julius, you were amazing. The energy that you had is just incredible. Ada, thank you so much. So yeah, my name's Veronica Kundeya. And before I start sharing what I wanted to share with you, I just want to speak to someone. Okay, I want to speak to someone that feels like their business is not moving as much. Okay, I just want to encourage you, first and foremost, that every speaker that I've spoken right now is one of the top leaders in their countries. Okay, maybe there are people or distributors that you're admiring right now at this particular time. I want to tell you that they also have got their moments. Okay, they have got their moments where they're feeling like things are not moving as fast, things are not moving as much. And so if you're feeling like that, I want you to know that it is okay. Okay, it is okay. But the reason why we have meetings like this is because you're not supposed to be coming for a meeting like this and then leave the way you came in, or rather get to hear what you're going to share with you, and then don't take it as as serious as it's supposed to be. You're supposed to go and put in the work. My business has been, having a roller coaster, like up and down and all that. But I want to tell you personally, I've made a commitment to say, you know what, this is that year. Now, can I see every meeting since we started the year, I was sharing this slide. I'm telling you that this is that golden year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is that golden year. I mean, I love this because I so much believe that by the end of the year, we'll be having a lot more stories, especially with the collaboration that we've been having right now. I mean, I've been working with Ada for the past 1 year. We have been collaborating in meetings and all that, and we can see a lot of progress. And so this is the year where maybe you are like still planting the seeds, or maybe this is the year that you are reaping already, but it is definitely going to be that year. So for me, 2023 is personal. Can I see the fires in there if 2023 is personal for you? Now, if you want to get a change in your life, in our business, then the one thing that you want to do is recruiting. As everybody has said before, like recruiting is the lifeblood of the business. If you're not recruiting, that means you're stagnant. And you see, with how everything is going, you're really not stagnant, you're actually going down day after day. You understand? And so if you want to build your business, then you have to not just recruit, ladies and gentlemen, you want to recruit like a professional. All right, because we do get to hear so many people, like you're meeting a prospect, and prospect is telling you like, hey, I've never heard of the business the way you are telling me right now. You know, I know Forever is like this and that and that. Things that they are not like that, because there are people that are not building the right way. There are people that are not showing up as professionals as we are supposed to be. But I understand that also becoming a professional is a process. And so if there's one thing that I want to encourage you, as we are speaking of recruitment and how to develop and grow in our business, is I want to encourage you guys to be doing personal development. I want you to put in efforts into learning your business, into making sure that you're reading books. They say if you want to master a certain topic, you have to read. That is Les Brown is saying you have to read at least minimum of 5 books for you to be good at a certain skill. So if you want to be good at sales and marketing, if you want to be good at recruitment, if you want to be good at leadership, then you have to read at least 5 books that are going to help you into becoming a professional in that. You understand? And so as much as we're going to talk about recruitment and all that, I want you to take your time and learn this business. Be taking your time. The other day we had a session it was organized by Nigeria, which I thank you guys. And Jane Leach was speaking, and she insisted on making sure that every day you're reading at least 15 minutes. You are watching something for at least 15 minutes, and you're doing something for at least 15 minutes, because that is how you can be able to become a professional. So I want us to learn on how you can be able to become professionals as we're recruiting. Now, there's this session that I attended again. It's a YouTube session. It was shared in my group, and then I went ahead and I thought it is so much value by Jane Leach. It is the title is called How to Never Run Out of Prospects. Can someone write that down? Put that for me. How to Never Run Out of Prospects. It was done by Jane Leach. It's a 1-hour training. And of that, that is so very powerful. I want everybody. I really, really, we don't, everybody's their own boss, but I'm really, right now, I'm commanding you, okay, to go, take your time and go watch that one. But in that, she said, I did not join to sell aloe vera products. I joined Forever to build a global business with Forever Living products. You see, recruitment, or rather building the business, is more of mindset. We know that. It's 80% mindset and 20% skills, right? So how you think when it comes to recruiting, I think really matters. And this statement matters a lot. And I think that is what Julius was saying, that we're here to make sure that people are getting to understand our products, and we are selling the products and all that. And that is main. But remember, our first products that we have in Forever is the marketing plan of Forever. That is our first product that we have, all right? And so we are recruiting so that we can be able to increase the amount of sales that we are doing by having a bigger team. So if your goal is to make small money, it is fine. It depends with your goals. If your goal is to make, money that you can be able to get by only acquiring 4cc, then that's fine. In Tanzania, that's a maximum of 1 million Tanzanian shillings. That's about $400 only, US dollars, I mean. So if that is your goal, then that's okay. But if you want to make more money, then obviously you have to think differently, that you're not here to sell products. You're here to sell and share the products, yes, but you're here to build a business. And I want to add this one. You're here to build a global business. Because right now, we have an opportunity to be able to communicate with anybody across the world. So you don't have to keep on thinking locally right now. You can literally start building a global business by using Forever Living products. All right? So I thought I should share with you that. And you want to have people like Ada, you want to have people like Julius, you want to have people like myself, you have to have people like Enos, you have to have people like, Nkobile, you have to have people, people that are really building the business very seriously, right? You want to have diamonds in your business, okay? And so I've got 2 philosophies. These are 2 philosophies that have really helped me to not only build a business, but also to stay in the business, okay? And make my life easier in the business. So do you want to know my philosophies, guys? All right. Now, first philosophy is what I shared in Cancun. I had an opportunity to have, to be welcomed by the president in Cancun, Mexico. Took the stage, in front of egos and all that. And this is what I shared, guys, because I think this is really, really, really key. The first philosophy that has really helped me is that it is not for you. When you're going out and prospect people, whether you're doing that face-to-face, whether you're doing that by flyers, whether you're doing that by social media that I'm going to share with you right now, you should always remember that it is not for you. This business is not for you to achieve. It is not for you to achieve your goals alone, but it is more of the person that in front of you. So whether in front of you is on social media or in front of you, like you have physically met that person, you want to always remember that I have got gold in my hands and I'm going to share this gold with this person, okay, on social media, okay, and I want to see this person able to pay off their school fees for their kids. I want to see this person, being able to help their families. I want to see this person travel the world. I want to see this person literally live the forever promise. You understand? So it is not for you. So that is the first philosophy, because once you have this in your mind, you will not be afraid to talk to people. You will not be afraid to approach people, whether on social media or on any platform. If you don't have this, then you'll always be feeling like you're ripping people off when you are telling them to join the business, because they will need to pay for the product that they're supposed to join in. Okay, so that is one. But the second is you will always have rejection. You'll always feel the rejection. I will go out, I will post something on social media. I will definitely get some negativity on the comments, for example. Okay, maybe I'll text someone on their inboxes. Some people will say no. So you should always know that not everybody will say yes to your business, okay, or to your proposal. And so the second philosophy for me is the fact that there will always be the next person, always. Okay, so don't take any rejection personal. You send a message to someone on social media. If they say no, it's fine. I mean, there's over 5 billion, 5 billion people on social media. So if one person says no, then that's really, really, really fine. So social media is really powerful, and we have got a lot of platforms on social media. We have got TikTok, LinkedIn, we have got WhatsApp, we have got YouTube, we have got all this social media platforms that you can be able to use. And I can tell you that right now we are in a position to be able to build a global business, as I said. Personally, social media has helped me to build a business in over 10 countries as we speak, 11 countries as we speak. Just the other day, I was having a session with a lady in Canada. The other day, there's another. We are actually increasing. We're probably going to be expanding to Angola. We're going to be expanding to the US. Okay. And I will tell you, 6 of these countries, they grew during COVID, during the time that people were losing their jobs. People we were literally not moving, you understand? And so the power of social media is really powerful, guys. So I want you to be very keen into what I'm sharing. And the very first thing that you want to do when you want to build a business on social media is you want to make a firm decision to grow. Because I know some of you are on social media, but you're not making efforts. You're on social media, but you're not learning on how you can become better. And if you don't do that, I can assure you that you will slowly be stagnant. You will not grow. Right now, the business that is not on social media will soon be out of business. And so I want you to make a firm decision, whether you are 20 years of age. There are actually, Mr. Julius, we are speaking about youth, but you'll be surprised there are youth here that are not using social media properly. While that is the one thing that we have as business owners right now that can help us escalate our business to the next level. And so make a firm decision, whether you're 20, 25, whether you're 50, everything can be learned. Everything can be learned, ladies and gentlemen. And so make a firm decision that I want to grow, my business on social media, whether it's a Facebook, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram. Personally, I am into Instagram. I do share on Facebook as well, but more into Instagram. I know there are people here that are doing TikTok. I'm not very good at TikTok. I kind of feel like it needs a certain type of people that I personally think I am not. Okay, but choose the social media platform that you will grow. In fact, learning social media, if you're having different platforms, it's going to be very challenging. So choose one and then start managing that, start growing from that one. So ways to recruit online, we have got a number of ways that you can do on how you can be able to prospect people and you can be able to recruit people online. Number one is you can be choosing to DM, to direct messaging your people. And then we have got existing followers, okay, people that are already following you. And then there will be people, according to the value that you'll be adding to people, there will be people that will be following you or that will be befriending you. You understand, on Facebook, for example. But also you can choose to use sponsored ads, and you can also choose to use influencers, people that have got a lot more for social media engagement and a lot more social media following and all that, all right? So let's go by one. So one is DM, direct messaging prospecting. I personally did a lot of this. There was this app, it was called Tagged. Okay, and when you want to prospect on Zambia, you go on people, check on people in Zambia. I've sent a lot of these messages. I do that as well still now, and I know so many people in my team that are also doing the same. Okay, so direct messaging is a very good way of making your presence acknowledged. Making people get to know and also follow you more closely. There are people that they will be following you. Okay, they are your friends, but one is they might not be getting your post because of algorithm and all that. When you have got 1,000 followers and you post a post, not every 1,000 followers, they will see your post. You understand? And so there will only be probably 10% of people that they will get to see your post actually. And then now there will be other people that are not following you, but they will see your post as well. You understand? And so when you have got people that are following you, when you direct message them, then that is you telling them like, you know what? I know you're part of my followers. Thank you very much. And so, they will start being keen keen. But now before you direct message someone, there are a number of things that you need to do. You have to be interested. You see, social media is a very good way to connect, but people have got so many other people that they are following, okay? So if you want to do it as a business owner, you want to show your people that you care, that you're not like every other person that is making them laugh, it's not like every other person that you want to show off, because people on social media show off. You understand? You want to show them like, you know what? I care. And so you can, before messaging someone, you have to like their post, show engagement on their post. You don't want for them to always be commenting your page, to always like your post and all that. You want to be liking. You want to be commenting on your people. And you want to be following up closely on things like stories. You understand? And so before you get a profile and you want to DM that person, make sure that before you do that, you do at least 3 likes, you comment on at least 3 posts, and then if they have got an Insta story, then you at least show up on their Insta stories as well. If they have got something that people on Insta stories, they're asking questions, reply to that. Show them that you really care. You understand? But remember, when you are DMing someone, when you are messaging someone will come to your page and get to see who are you. And so you have to make sure that your page is a page that is appealing. And so for me, what I usually do to make sure that I make people feel that they can trust me, people feel like I can coach them, because you see, people join you only if they know that you are able to take them to where they want to go. People don't join just because they want to join. People join people. Now, that is why Ada was sharing with us how to brand yourself. And for me, one of the things that I do is I share a lot of other people's stories, because people want to see that there are people that I'm working with, people that are partnering with in our company, that they are moving and they're living a life that they actually want. Okay, so I've got a lot of these stories, a lot from different countries. Some of these stories are not even my story. Okay, I get to, there's someone that bought a car, someone that bought a house, I'll post it on my page. As long as they're forever people, that is forever money. That is my story. People want to see you, that you're getting involved with other people. So when you're posting, don't be posting pictures of yourself alone all the time, ladies and gentlemen. That is you being a content creator. We are not content creators, guys. We are business owners. You're not, you want to be an influencer, yes, but you want to be influencing people in our business. And so don't worry about how your page is looking. Of course, worry about it. I will share maybe a few ideas, but you can also go to my page and get to see how my page is looking. I have the color theme. My color is a goldish, yellowish, something. You know, when someone comes to your page, they are liking what they're seeing from, you know, just at a glance without even going through the post. So one other thing is, yes, make sure that you have people around, make sure that your page is colorful, okay? It doesn't have to be your post all the time. It could be someone else's post and all that, okay? But of course, when you're posting people that are not part of your team, I'll say find a good way to tag them, okay? But don't do that a lot, because then, you know, I'm not being stingy, okay? But then that means you'll be bringing people to their people, to them and all that, okay? I do that because I know Facebook people do that a lot, okay? So don't be tagging people all the time, okay? So another thing that you can do is on how to make sure that you're taking care of your existing followers, because your existing followers, these are the people that, these are like, you know, literally your who do you know list, digital one, okay? These are the people that are already following you. And you see, on social media, people follow value, guys. That is all people follow, because there's millions of people sharing. But why would someone follow you? Because they have seen that you have got something that you're sharing that they are interested in. So people can be following you, but also people can be unfollowing you as well. So, and no matter how good you are when it comes to posting and your page and all that, you will still have people that are unfollowing you. But you do not want to have so many people unfollowing you. You understand? Because then that means your growth will be too slow. Okay? So you'll have people following you, but keep on adding value so that you can have more people staying in your page. Okay, a bit longer. So, and remember I told you about the algorithm that you're gonna post, and then not everybody's gonna get your post. Okay, it's gonna see your post. Now, if you post today, and then you're gonna post again in the next 3 days or in the next 1 week, then you are not maximizing on your presence on social media. I personally post a lot in a day. One is I have to post once every single day. Every single day I'll post something, okay? But every single day I think I'll post twice. Okay, so I'll post something, but it has to be twice or 3 times. If I've got an event, I will post even 4 times, okay? You know why? Don't feel like you're doing it too much, because some few people will see the first post. They will not see the second one. There are people that they will see your second post and they will probably not see the first one. You understand? So the more you post, the more you're maximizing on more people seeing your post. And that's the only way you can be able to grow. So have the consistency when it comes to sharing, and when it comes to sharing value and whatever that you want to share on social media, and add value, of course, okay? So here we are talking about recruiting, guys. And so I'm not talking about selling on social media, not selling products, because I personally have got 2 pages. I've got a page where I'm focusing on recruiting, and I can tell you, this page that I'm using right now on recruiting, it was a page that I used to use on retailing. I was sharing a lot of products, you know, sharing a lot of my meals, because I'm on weight loss. My niche is weight loss, you know. And then I came to realize that I'm selling a lot, but I realized again that selling is not building a business that I want to build. Okay, don't get me wrong. We are supposed to sell. I sell a lot still, but then you have to do both. You have to retail and you have to recruit. So then I decided to have different pages, so that I can be able to be free to post about products, to post about health, to post about, you know, my lifestyle on the healthy parts. And then now also to have another page that is actually sharing lifestyle, events, stories on business and all that. Okay, so here I'm focusing on the page that you are using on recruiting. You understand? So it's important also when it comes to your existing followers, who are already following you, to always have what we call to action. When you're posting your post, it's important to tell them what you want them to do. So there are different call to action. It can be a post that you want people to save it. Okay, maybe it's an event and the event is happening maybe in the next 1 week. So you might tell people like, save this event, you know, so that you can be able to remember. Okay, maybe it can be, you know, a certain, you're adding value to something and then you want people to always to be going through that. Or you're adding value and you want people to share that value with other people. The next call to action can be, please share this to other people, or share it to people that you love. Okay, or it can be a prospecting or recruiting post at that particular time. Okay, and you can tell people like, hey, please, if you think this is of value and you're interested, please DM me. So, but DM me, and to get to know should not be all the time. Like, you should not be looking like you're prospecting all the time. You understand? But call to action is important. And I'll tell you, if you tell people, save this post, when you go to save on that post, you will see that post has been saved so many times. When you tell people, go and share this post to other people, you will see that people have been sharing that post a lot. So what people do, what you want them to do. If you don't tell them what you want them to do, they will just read. They might not even comment. They might not even, and you can actually tell them comment, share your thoughts below. Okay, you can tell them drop a heart, as they say, you know, like click or like maybe double click for you to like this post. You will see when you give people that call to action, they will be doing exactly what you're telling them. So from now onwards, don't just a post, write a caption, and also don't be writing a lot of, like a very long caption actually, because people don't really get to read. Okay, but always make sure that you have got call to action. That is how you can be able to maximize on your existing followers. And that is how you can be able to bring them into your DM, especially when you tell them, DM me, especially if you tell them like, go to my bio and click on the link on the bio. We'll get to know that better. So as I said, before you DM someone, you have to do all that. But here is an example of the message that I personally sent. Okay, and like right now we're in 2023. As I said, you want to show people that you actually care. So be like, hey, how are you today? But I'll mention them by name, because there's so many people that are mentioning that are sending people's DMs. Yeah. And remember, when you send someone on Instagram, if you've not sent any message before, it will go to the request. So in the request, there will be a lot of maybe message, depending with who you're sending the message to. So you want to be different. And as I said, you want to show that you care. So mentioning their name is very key. So how are you today? How is your 2023 treating you so far? Well, trust me, it is not by chance. My favorite statement that we are connecting here. So I was curious, are you someone open-minded? Now here, you are trapping that person, because most likely they will have to say yes. Are you someone open-minded and maybe looking for valuable information here on social media? Because we're expanding our global community. I love the word community. Business is good. You can say global business, but you know, community sounds better. Community sounds professional. Community sounds, you know, it sounds more caring. You understand? Because everybody else is in business. Okay. So we are expanding our global community of people who want more than what life offers. Are you interested to learn more? Guys, if you see something that you're interested, like a message like this, please screenshot it, so that you can be able to, you know, go and copy, so that you can be able to use it. Okay. So this limit that I get to, when I want to DM people, I do DM this way. Okay. And then now after that, you go through there with the flow according to how they reply. Remember, before you do this, you have already texted them. You have already liked at least 3 of the pages, 3 of their posts. You have already, commented on at least 3 of them. And then you have shown, maybe if they have got Insta stories or anything going on, you have shown interest in that. And then that is when, because by the time they get this, they've already seen you at least on their feed. You understand? So that message, I think, will help you out if you want to do that. Now, you can be having new followers. So this is focused on Instagram, guys, because that is what I do personally. Okay. So, but you can still apply the same in other platforms. It's almost the same. Yeah. So new followers is another way of prospecting. Okay, you can also prospect your new followers. So as I said, when someone follows you, that means they love what they have seen. That is why they are following you. So it's good to also show them that you care by sending them a message. Okay, so you can send them a message, and it's very, very, very easy. You understand? As in, literally just showing them an appreciation. I truly appreciate you. You understand? Because there's so many people on social media, but you've decided to follow me. I believe that you'll be able to add value and all that. And so this is the last step. But do you mind sharing with me what interested you into following this page? Where are you from, perhaps? And what do you do for a living? I love this statement because then it first is they have something to reply to. Okay? And then at least they have a question that you are leading them into them replying. Okay, and the first question is very easy. What is interested? What has interested you? So maybe they'll tell you, I've seen, maybe you're sharing about weight loss. Maybe I've seen you are coaching youth. Maybe you are more interested into, or rather into women empowerment. I'm looking for an extra income, and they'll tell you that, and then you also know where they're coming from. Okay, so that you can know, are they within your country? Are they somewhere else? Okay, and what do you do for a living? Some people reply to this, some people probably not be able to reply that, but it's still fine. You can lead them if they don't, you can lead them into asking them, are they students, or are they business owners, or are they, employed and all that, right? So this is the way you can be able, this is the method you can use to send it to your new followers or people that have sent you friend requests on Facebook or TikTok or anywhere, okay? Please screenshot that should you feel like you want that, okay? Now, for me, I've got one statement. This one statement is really helping me into making sure that people feel like I have to be keen with what this lady is telling me. I have to be keen with what this lady is about to share with me. Do you guys want to know my magic statements? Can I see the fires in there if you want to know my magic statements? Yeah? Can I see the fires in there? This magic statement, guys, has really been making a big difference in my business. Big difference. Like, you can be talking to someone and someone is not as keen. But once you mention this one statement, they'll be like, you know what? Actually, that is true. And you want to get that person's attention. I can see a lot of fires now. Let me share that. This statement I share with people when I meet them in person. I share this statement when someone has given me a good service, okay? Whether on supermarket or in a restaurant. When I moved, I'm a Tanzanian, but I've moved, my family and I moved to South Africa. And so I had to build a new business in a whole new different country. And so I used to get out of the house, go to the mall and meet people. When I meet people, I meet strangers. This is the one statement that will make someone stand with me and listen to what I want to say. And this statement is this one. It is not by chance. So I always tell everybody that it is not by chance that we meet. It is not by chance that you're getting this message from me today. It is not by chance that you get to see my post today. It is not by chance. It is not by chance, because it is true, ladies and gentlemen, it is not true. Over, 5 billion people. Why? What are the odds of that person seeing your post on that particular day? What are the odds of all the people? Like myself, I've got close to 80,000 followers. What are the odds, Like seriously, it is not by chance. You meet someone in the supermarket. Why are you meeting on that day? Nothing in our life is happening just because. Everything is planned. And I have to make sure that my prospects know that I have got something of value, and they have to be open-minded to get to listen from me, because it is not by chance that they're getting to meet me on that day. Now, you just need to make sure that you're bold enough. You just need to make sure that you are actually very confident and you have got value to share with that person. And once you say this statement, everybody's like, you know what? I need to listen to this person. So guys, another way you can be able to recruit, or you can be able to recruit prospects, is by using sponsored ads or influencers. Okay, so especially for people that have got few followers. And I'll tell you, by the way, when you're speaking about social media, I want you to remember that I also started with one follower. One follower. I also created a page just like you. And also, I want to tell you that there was a time that I had a lot of followers and I was still not recruiting. So having a lot of followers does not mean that you'll be a top recruiter. No, it doesn't mean that, because you also have to learn how you can convert the followers into business owners, how you can convert the followers into your customers. So there is no guarantee that you will have a lot of followers and recruit. There's no guarantee, and it does not mean that if you have got few followers, then you'll always recruit. You will. If you've got few followers, then you will fail to recruit. No. So let me introduce to the person that actually, literally coached me into being the Vero that I am on Instagram. That can, every time I talk about social media, I have to talk about Wilbert. Wilbert is the one person that was always showing me, Vero, this is how we do it. When I've got a question, when I don't understand, I used to not even know how to read DMs, guys. Okay, but Wilbert has been there. Now, why do I say that? It's because if you are learning this, then you have to get your mentors. You have to get your coaches. You have to get people that will be supporting you. And so for me, this is him. And so who is close to you that you can be able to always go to that person that they can be able to help you out. But anyways, so now I want to talk to you about the sponsored ads. Now, sponsored ads are the ads that you see when you promote, when you are posting something. You can see somewhere that is written, this post was already promoted. That's why they're saying promote again. But there's always on your post on Instagram, you'll see something here written boost. Okay, boost. So when you say boost, it means you want Instagram or Facebook, to take your post to other people that are not part of your followers. Okay, so you pay money, you pay to Instagram, let's say $1 US, $2 US, $5 US, and then you set how many days that you want Instagram to post your post to other people that, or to rather, to mileage, to give your post a mileage to other people that might not have seen, or maybe they wouldn't even have seen, okay, your post. Now, on the sponsored ads, you can have specific areas. You can target on specific areas. So you can probably target Namibia. You can say today, probably there's a success day going on in Nigeria and you want to invite people in Nigeria. You can post a post and then you can promote it so that Instagram can post it to people in Nigeria alone. Okay, which means like usually when you're in Tanzania, most likely Instagram will post it to people that are more in Tanzania. So if you want to build a global business, if you want to prospect people in other countries, then most likely you will probably need to start doing sponsored ads. If you've got few people and few followers in your account, then you probably need to do sponsored ads. But in Tanzania, we also use influencers, or maybe not influencers. Sometimes some influencers are very expensive, but we have got people that have got a lot more followers than you, and then they are accepting you, paying them a bit for them to be posting your post on their pages. This is another way you can use. And by doing this, guys, does not mean that you are looking for fame. You're not looking for fame. I personally do that. We are business owners, guys. Companies do this. And we say that before selling aloe vera, you have to sell yourself. Before selling forever, you have to sell yourself. So you yourself is a company. You understand? You yourself is a brand. And so it's important that you also do this. So it's very easy. I don't have to go through that. Okay, but you can see Wilbert has been posting and recruiting. Sorry, has been posting, recruiting, and has been, doing a lot of sponsored ads. Personally, I used to not do that, but right now I've started doing that once in a while. But honestly, it has been really, really, really helpful to me and for so many people that are actually starting the business. You understand? And so those are the ways that you can be able to, can someone summarize for me there? Okay, you can be able to prospect on social media, right? So after you prospected someone, prospecting, that means you've just put yourself out there, okay, and you're looking for numbers, because that is the whole idea. You want to send messages to the people that are following you to introduce yourself, because you want their numbers. You want to DM people that you can get their numbers. You want to prospect by sponsoring ads, because you want more people to check your page so that you can get numbers. That is what we call prospecting. Okay, but then just collecting numbers is not enough. You want to make sure that you are getting the information to people. Please tell me when my time is almost off. Okay, you want to make sure that people are actually getting the information from you. And so for me, once I've gotten the number, I will always make sure that that person shares with me their WhatsApp number. Yes, but they have also saved my number in their phones, so that I can take them to WhatsApp, but they can also be able to watch my WhatsApp statuses. Because not everybody that you're going to bring from social media, they're going to join or they're going to buy immediately. With social media, you are creating relationships. So until someone has trusted you fully, that is when they will want to do business with you. So I will make sure that they are actually saving me my number by asking them to save my number. But another way is to give them your number on social media and then ask them to send you a message on WhatsApp. Because for someone to send you a message on WhatsApp, they have to first save your number on their phone. So that is another way that you can be able to make that people are actually saving your numbers, that when you post a WhatsApp status, they can always be following up. Should they come and do the business 6 months later, but they're still on your inbox, okay? But one other thing that I would love to insist again, because I've been insisting this over and over and over again, is to create your introduction story. Your introduction story. If you go to my page, I'm going to share with you my page. One of the posts that I've pinned, it is my introduction video. So you have to have your introduction video, guys. And I think Ada's already shared that. But please just screenshot this. For you to be able to get a script on how you can be able to do it. It's only 1 minute, 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes. It shouldn't be longer than that, okay? Because first, remember, they're buying you. So you share with them your video. When they come to your WhatsApp, the first that you do is you are welcoming them, and then you are sharing with them your introduction video for them to get to know who you are and all that, yeah, and what you stand for and what you're looking for, okay? So your story will be something like, what is your background? Maybe you're a student, maybe you're doing, your life before Forever, and then what is that you did not like that made you look for another opportunity, and that is why you decided to join Forever. And then how did you meet Forever? In one statement. Not like, hey, all this story. One statement on how you met Forever. I was browsing through social media. I found a page and it was interesting. I decided to look at it and I got information about it. As simple as that. Okay. I was having a certain challenge and my friend was as simple as that. Okay. And then what changed? And what changed? It could be even for someone that has just started a business. Your story does not have to be for some, when I'm saying story, does not mean you must have been in the business for over a year. No, you can be in the business today and you have joined the business today and you can still have your story. Because what changed is one is your mindset. So it doesn't have to be material. The achievements could be like, I feel so energetic. I feel so alive because now I know at least I've got a direction of where I'm going alone. Do you know how many people that they don't have a direction in their lives? You know how many people they wake up in the morning and they're going to work every day and they're not excited with life the way Forever business owners are. That alone is an achievement. So it doesn't have to be like I bought a car, bought a love, travel, all that. No, you could be in the business for 1 week and you still can't have your story. And then what are your future expectations? Now, this one everybody can do. I've joined the business and now I know that because I've seen people, achieving 1, 2, and 3, then I've been able to set my goals. These are my goals. And then you have to have call to action. The reason I'm sending you this is because I believe that you're open-minded. And so why don't you allow me to introduce you more to the business by either sending you a video or inviting you for a Zoom meeting or inviting you for a physical meeting, or if you're close to me, why don't we meet? There has to be the last thing, which is call to action. Everything that you're going to do with a prospect, guys, it has to have call to action. You understand? So remember that people buy you first. So I am asking you, really create your business or product introduction story. It will bring a lot of difference. It will save you a lot of energy when it comes to prospecting and recruiting. You might feel like some people feel like it's too difficult because they're supposed to be in front of the camera. It doesn't have to be in the video. It can also be a voice note. When someone comes to your WhatsApp, first thing that you do is to send them a voice note that is general. You can send it to anybody. It doesn't have a name or anything. But you have to have something that will introduce you before you start introducing the business itself. I want to really insist on that. Okay, so different ways of showing the business for you to be able to recruit those people that you're prospecting from social media. There's one-to-one, okay? But for me, I do a lot of this, guys. Right now, I do a lot of recorded video presentations, and I do a lot of Zoom meetings. I'm not saying these don't want, no, I'm not saying no, I'm not saying that. No, I do also these ones. But if you want to maximize on recruiting, then remember it's a numbers game, right? It is always a numbers game. So you want to make sure that you are increasing the number of people that you're talking to. Now, you might not be able to meet people every single day. Also, we don't have live business presentation every single day, but you need to be talking to people every single day. And so personally, what I did a video training, a business presentation on Zoom like this one. And then I recorded it short, and then making sure that every person in my team does that. And that is why if my team is using my business presentation that I did for the team and their prospects, then that is why they have to have their own business story before sending the business presentation that I shared. You understand? So one is I encourage every leader in here. A leader can be a person that if you know how to do a business presentation, go create your own business presentation, record yourself on Zoom, and then use that to give to your team so that they can have a tool for them to be sharing with their people. This way is the very easy way for you to be able to get this information about Forever to as many people as possible. Remember, you share it to 10 people, there's only one person that will join your business. Okay? So the more you do it, the better. Now, these are the 4 things that personally have brought a very big difference on my recruiting on social media. Okay, so one is I've added what we call the Survey Hat link, and I learned that from India. Okay, so Survey Hat is something that it's an app. It's an app, so you can just screenshot this, but it's very easy to download it, whether you have got an Android or you have got an iPhone. Okay, but this one has really been helping me to bring people on my page. So it is on my bio, and someone just fill that in. And when someone fills that in, that means that person is really serious into getting the information from me. Okay, so Survey Hat, or you can have this link on the link tree if you've got a lot more links. Okay, so please, I'm sure your leaders probably understand this, or maybe I can be able to get more training, more time to be able to train you on this. But this one has really brought a whole difference in my business. Okay. But another thing that has brought a whole difference in my recruiting on social media is there's this new tool. I don't know if you call it tool, but when you're posting something on social media right now, on Instagram right now, you will have an option there before you post. They will tell you there's a button there whether you want people to send you a message, or there's another option. So I always add this one, send a message. So once I post, it will be down here. So once it is down here, then it means it's easy for someone to just click it and come to my inbox directly. Okay. So this is another thing that you probably need to start, using if you're not using, okay, that icon there before you post. Make sure you select that you can make it easier for your prospect to send you a direct message to you. Okay. But another thing is, it's also important that it's not forever all the time, like anything that you find it funny for you, okay, share it. Okay, I remember I shared just the other day, I shared about me cutting my hair and teasing women that you should cut your hair because it's too hot and all that. Reels, creating a reel and getting over 1,000 followers is not a joke. Reels usually they don't have many likes. Actually, I mean likes. This reel apparently has got over 2,000 likes. That's a lot. And that means there's a lot of followers. I've actually gotten over 400 or 300, I think 300 followers from just this one reel alone. Okay. It has nothing to do with Forever, nothing to do with products, nothing to do with the prospecting or anything. Just that I just wanted to make people, just to bring people on my page, make fun and all that. So sometimes don't be too serious. But of course, make sure that it's also professional, guys. Whatever you do, make sure that it's what? Professional. So I talked to you about the Survey Hat. I've started about 6 weeks ago. In those 6 weeks, so far I've already collected 481 by today. These are numbers of people that they have actually, sent me a message by filling in a form, my Survey Hat form on my bio. Now, when someone sends me a message, this is the message that I do. When someone sends me this message, you'll have to go and download them, okay, and then send them a message. So you will get these numbers from your Survey Hat app, And then you have to send them messages, introduce yourself, and then this is what I get to send to them. So maybe you can screenshot this for you to go and send it, save it for yourself, for you to be able to get an introduction message when you get to the inbox of to the WhatsApp inboxes of your prospect. Okay. I'm gonna go quickly, but I've got so many people that already I've got people that I've already since I started this, I've already recruited, I think 8 people, 9 people so far. Okay, and these are people from different countries. Okay, so this is the message that I actually sent to them. So I'm not gonna go through this, but one thing you can see is I always ask I ask my prospect to save my number. Because as I said, I want them to keep on watching my Insta stories and all that, my WhatsApp status and all that. I will ask them if they've got goals. And then I'll ask them if I should send them my 3-minute video, which I've already insisted to you that you should also have yours. And then I will ask them to share what they like after they watch the video. And then, of course, that magic statement that it is not by chance. So just screenshot that for you to get to see. Now, as I wind up, when you're doing social media prospecting, remember that it doesn't matter the number of your followers. I've already shared that with you. And I've already told you that you need to clean your social media page. So if you've got all these posters for business presentations, all these products there, I mean, let me tell you something. When it comes to recruitment, you want to make people curious. So once people come to your page and they already know that it's Forever, whatever information that they have with Forever, they will not, if they've got a negative perspective about it, they will not even come to you. In the DM, they will not even follow you. But you want to make your page interesting. You want to be adding value to them, and you want them to be curious as into what is that you do. So I'm not saying I don't post forever. I do post forever. You can see even on my page, I've got forever, but not all the time I'm posting forever, guys. Not all the time. Not that I'm not proud. I'm so proud. I am so loud. But I post forever by posting stories of people that have been able to succeed with forever. That is how I do it. All right. So clean your social media page. If you have got pages of, back to this. If you have got posts of people or your friends or you yourself on those ages we are not doing forever, I encourage you to remove those posts. I want you to present yourself as a business owner, and I want your page to look like someone that is actually able to equip someone else. So look at and assess your page. Is this someone that when someone comes to you, they'll feel like I can be assisted, I can be helped, I can be supported by this person? If it doesn't look like that, clean your page. And then again, most important thing is correct your bio. Very important. Most people on their bio, they're like, hey, I'm a mother, I'm a student, I'm a book lover. I mean, who you are does not matter to your prospects. What matters to your prospect is what is it that you offer to your prospects. So your bio has to be something that is showing them what is that you do. I help people build that, like you're gonna see mine, but it has to be something that you offer. I help youth, make an extra income. I help women. I have, I support, I help, like that. I coach. That is how your bio is supposed to be. All right. I'm going to share with you pages that you should follow for you to be able to learn all these things. Content and niche, I think God has already shared that. Choose what you want to focus on. Personally, my niche on when it comes to recruiting for me is women. That is what I talk about all the time: women empowerment and youth empowerment. Okay, so what is that you want to be known for on social media? Again, I've already shared this. Share testimonies of other people. Share groups of people. And show yourself that you're working with people, okay? You're in business presentations. You can be someone that maybe you attended a business presentation. You're looking nice. Don't just post you alone. Get a whole group of people, be there with them, and let that one post be on top. Like you can have, and like when you're posting, say on Instagram, you can post 3 pictures at the same time. So you'll have your first picture, and then the second and the third. So most people, they'll have that cleanest picture on top, and then the next coming up. But you see, the problem with that is that if it is you all the time on top, then when someone comes on your page, that is all they're going to see. So sometimes have a mix of everything. Have a mix of you being alone, have a mix of you being with groups, have a mix of, literally. Don't be so very careful on not dirtying or dirtying your page. I want my page to look nice. If it's looking nice and it's not helping you recruit, it doesn't really help you. But other thing is, do short videos and adverts. Guys, pictures right now on social media does not do you much. Right now, you need to add value by sharing short videos. And that is what Instagram, Facebook will take it further to more people that are not even following you. All right. So do short videos and adverts, even on products. Guys, don't just take a picture of a product and send there. Create a 15 seconds video. If it's a toothpaste, don't take a toothpaste, put it on social media. Take a video, get a video of you with your toothbrush and the toothpaste. Just put in that toothpaste and then not even brushing your teeth. That short video, 5 seconds of you taking a toothpaste on a toothbrush, just that will tell a lot more than you putting a picture of what the tooth gel does. So right now, videos does a lot, guys. And though I've already spoken about the consistency. Now, these are the 2 pages, personally, that I highly recommend that you go follow them. This guide is showing you how you can be able to be, like, literally, this is the whole university. This guy, there's a lot of people or pages like this, but I love this guy because he's so simple, and what he shares will really actually bring a lot of value. This other one, Fraser Brooks, will help you on how you can build your social media, your network marketing. So this is more on network marketing and a lot of trainings here and all that on social media, but this is like generally Instagram, and this is my page. Should you feel like I can add value, okay, this is my page. You can also follow it and get to see how I get to post and all that, the frequency I get to post, the consistent that I have and all that. It might also help you as well. Now, as I'm finishing, speak and use your sponsors or uplines. So for me, I usually do a lot of 3-way calls as well. Okay, so when you get people on social media, you've already shared with them, make sure that you're contacting your sponsors to be helping you to close that business. Okay, so 3-way calls is when you call your sponsor and then you add your prospect on it. Okay, that will help you recruit a lot more. But the most importantly is also to use tools. I highly recommend that you use tools. Personally, I've got this blueprint that I'm right now introducing to the team on helping them to be able to manage their business, to record their business and all that. But it probably be available for everybody else that will want. I'm calling it a Become Unstoppable Productivity book. Should you feel you want it, we can always communicate once it's out. But there's this one, Discover Forever app, guys. If you want to recruit a lot, it's not about just prospecting, but all this other knowledge that you will need to do and skills that you'll need to acquire. And I recommend that you also download this page, this app that is forever and it's free for everybody. It's called Discover Forever app. But most importantly, also pray over your business, pray over your sponsors, over your customers, over your prospects. And I want to wish you guys the very best when it comes to building your business in 2023. Thank you so much, Tar. And I'm looking forward to more of this. I hope I've added value to everybody that has been here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Veronica, for that wonderful section. Very wonderful section. You can see it's not by chance, eh? It's not by chance that we asked Veronica to come and speak. Eh? It's not by chance at all. At all that we are meeting tonight and we are sharing this with everybody. There were some very powerful statements that you made. You said we are not content creators, but we are business owners. We are not content. I love that so much, that we are not content creators, that we are business owners. So we also need to do the business. We need to show up with consistency, add value, and also add call to action. Guys, call to action is very important for as long as you want to post and you want to be on social media. So Veronica, thank you so much. I know the time wasn't enough. Definitely you will come back. Definitely you will come back so that we can get to do this. So our last presenter is part of the house. If somebody will know, he's going to go straight to the point and talk to us about recruiting with products. Recruiting with products. When we talk about recruiting with products, Thomas is one of the best. Thomas is one of the best. When you talk about recruiting with products, how can we convert people through the products from customers to business owners. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, Thomas, you have 20 minutes. I know you have 20. You're looking tired already. Don't worry. You have 20 minutes, Thomas. You have 20 minutes, Thomas. So, because we've spent, I thought we were going to spend just 2 hours, but guys, we have spent almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours. So Thomas is just going to go out there and give us how to recruit with the product. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Thomas Orabu. Thomas, you have the floor.
Hello, good evening. Yeah, hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, Thomas, they cannot hear you. Yes, cannot hear you.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm deeply honored. And as usual, I give God all the glory and much thanks and respect to my mentor, Dr. Clement Idigo. I've actually learned a lot personally, especially from the last speaker, you know, and there's so many things that she said that are very, very important. Well, it's talking about recruitment through products. You see, it's something that is a bit complicated and interwoven. That means we'll have to talk a bit about 3 things, and that would be prospecting. You can't talk about recruitment without prospecting, and we have to weave it up with product knowledge, one way or the other, so we can have a clearer picture of what we're saying. So please, in case I'm moving too fast, I often make very fast presentations, and please, you could just let me know so I can slow down. So the content will be recruitment, importance of recruitment, factors for effective recruitment, recruitment through products, product knowledge, and we'll just say something little about follow-up. Now, you see, the first thing I want us to understand is that businesses don't fail. People actually fail. And the reason why people fail is because of what they don't know that they ought to know. I got this from Mr. Ugochukwu Omeogo about 1 or 2 years ago. And really, that actually is the truth. The recruitment, now the process of enrollment of potential clients as active business partners or forever business owners, effective prospecting leads to what? Recruitment. So recruitment is the process of matching people's goals, dreams, and skills to a particular task. Now, importance of recruitment, it's the lifeline of the business. It gives the opportunity to replicate desired business attributes in prospects or potentials who have been enrolled or recruited as business partners or recruits, and who in turn will have the ability to replicate these qualities in others. In fact, this goes on and provides a more stable base for growth in the business. Now, it makes what one can achieve limitless, because the wider how wide your base is limitless, and that means your stability in the company is also going to be quite balanced. Now, recruitment is the foundation based on which we build and develop our business, or downlines, as the case may be. The wider the base, the more stable the business. Now, you have a lower center of gravity, so you find out that your business is difficult to topple. I mentioned replication briefly, and it simply means the process of transferring desirable qualities to others in such a way that they can do the same. That means you're trying to make yourself as many as possible by replicating what you know in such a way that it can also go on and on down the line. So now, factors for effective recruitment. Certain factors must be possessed before effective recruitment can take place. And these factors make prospecting to successfully end up in recruitment, meaning that what is at the end of a successful prospecting activity is effective recruitment. And these are intrinsic and extrinsic. Now, the intrinsic factors are personal qualities that recruiters must possess for prospecting to end in successful recruitment. Now, the 3 Ps, patience, perseverance, persistence, and persuasiveness. We have physical appearance, because you are addressed as you are dressed. You also have to be generous, because you have to give value at all times, because value always finds its way back. Now, when you give value, it also opens doors for you to give you the opportunity to have an effective prospecting and recruitment activity. Your attitude is also very important because some people say, as they say, attitude is 100%. So you have to at least have a good body language, confidence, professionalism, know how to answer questions and all that. Honesty is indeed the best policy because whatever you do at this point in time will most likely come back to you and in the form of having rejections as a result of people not trusting you one way or the other. And this can actually affect recruitment. Confidence, you have to believe in yourself. Remove fear and doubt. That means you have to be able to sell what you're prospecting to some other person. And you also, in order to have an effective recruitment, prospecting and end up in recruitment, you should have sold this to yourself. You should have that confidence in what you are doing. Sorry, I'm moving a bit fast. Wisdom is actually profitable to direct. Common sense indeed is not common. You should know when to prospect and how to prospect effectively to get good results. Responsibility and hard work. Remember, responsibility is the best alarm clock. That means when you know that you have a mission, and if your mission is to prospect and get effective recruitment, you should be responsible enough to wake up on time and use that alarm clock. Poverty is hardworking, so you have to work harder. Remember, if you don't prospect and get recruits, the base of your business will be unstable. And that means that most likely you may topple over and your business may have issues. So if you want to know how hardworking poverty is, like I always say, stop working. And then you see that poverty has been working all along, and all because you have been working hard, you find out that it's more difficult for poverty to catch up with you. So you have to keep working, avoid the excuses, and just do it. Punctuality and consistency shows how important the recruitment is to you, and that will brew seriousness in prospective recruits, even after they have been recruited. Now, the extrinsic factors, these are qualities and skills that can be learned in order to contribute to effective prospecting or recruitment. Now, or recruitment, time management, communication skills, listening skills, planning skills, and recruiting through products. That is where we are going to. So, briefly, time management involves the process of controlling and planning how much time given to specific activities to yield optimal results in the shortest possible time. This helps us to relieve stress and so on. Remember that time wastage is a big issue, and any time wasted can't be gotten back. Effective time management entails setting goals correctly or deadlines, or using what we call a SMART objective, which means it has to be specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, relevant, and timely. Now, it also helps prioritize wisely. You have to be organized, rest adequately, plan ahead, and don't waste your time, which you can't get if it's lost. Now, communication skills, ability to convey information or ideas effectively. Listening skills will help you to be able to listen and understand what you need. You need to be able to understand who you are prospecting, and that will give you a leverage point where you can anchor on to end up with recruiting. Now, planning skills. Remember, planning helps to set and achieve goals strategically. They go hand in hand. Create and keep developing a prospect list. That prospect list has to be dynamic, and it has to also be an effective prospect list that follows what we call a SMART objective. No matter how fast one runs in the wrong direction, the destination will never be reached. So recruiting through products, these are the various activities and acquired skills necessary to achieve desired results in recruitment via products. The idea is not actually to tell people just to join for joining's sake, but to make them take the decision to join via personal or proximal product experience. Now, proximal means the experience some other person has and is expressing it. That can actually lead to what I call induction. That can induce the desire to actually get this experience. So it's either it's personal or it's proximal. Now, important factors for effective recruitment through products include: 1, product knowledge, prospect knowledge, company policy. You have to be statistically informed, learn how to use open and close-ended questions to get a yes, 3-foot rule, launch meetings, and all that. Now, product knowledge, which is very effective. You can't give what you don't have, and you are defined by what you know. That means people are going to define you based on what you know. So you need to have an idea about what you're talking about, especially when you're trying to use a product to actually bring one into the company to enjoy the goodies that Forever Living Product has for us. Now, it's also a fact that until knowledge convicts, one may not be able to convince. There's a postscript there that says, since experience is the best teacher, use and share the products to give first-hand experience. This increases the chances of effective recruitment of prospects. That's a guy reading a very large book over there, really trying to know. Now, understanding the need for supplements from basic principles is also very important. You see, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And for every ailment or condition, there's often a shortage of something needed or an excess of something unneeded. You see, supplements simply help us to achieve the desired opposite reaction by taking advantage of nature's blessings to rejuvenate and restore needed things that are depleted, or remove and or reverse unneeded things that are deposited. So what are supplements? They are packaged miracles that God potentiates to help us achieve our desired health goals. Hence, they simply add the extra to ordinary to help us achieve extraordinary health objectives. You understand? Now, when you have a basic idea of what these supplements do, this also boosts your confidence when you are actually trying to recruit, especially when you're trying to have an effective prospecting. Now, you see, this is the need for having high quality supplements. I also took Active C as Forever Active C as a case study. You see, briefly, it's because of the fragile nature of the essential fatty acids that are in Forever Active C, which include eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. These are easily broken down by heat. Now, Forever Living Product painstakingly uses what is called a cold process, and that's why our products are more effective in reversing atherosclerosis, or in quotes, cholesterol blockade, because I won't want to go into that now, but maybe some other time I'll tell you how thromboxane A3 reverses the effect of thromboxane A2 and prevents strokes, heart attacks, angina pectoris, and other stuff. Now, Forever Living Products is a reputable company that has been providing high quality products and supplements for more than 40 years, and are present in more than 160 countries with certified and approved standards across continents, regions, countries worldwide. Hence, quality, which is important, as aforementioned, is assured. You see, now you know about the company. That means you know where you're coming, you know where you're taking your recruits to, and this will further boost the confidence that recruit has in you. So the functions of supplements basically have been said before. They help us to undo the negative things and also help us to do good things that are needed in the body. But remember, our products are to assist, and we don't have to say that they are actually curative or have any health claims that can actually lead to one or two other things that we will not want to talk about here. Now, remember, don't give false claims, because as said earlier, honesty is the best policy. Now, you can be more specific. You can say it can help in weight management, can help to boost immunity, hormonal issues, etc., etc. Now, product knowledge, yes, this is where we're going to talk a bit. You see, this simply means understanding the benefits and application of Forever Living Product to achieve various health goals or benefits based on their features. It is worthy of note that basic knowledge of ailments and conditions is important for a targeted or magic bullet result. When you are relating with someone that has an issue, you have successfully found out what the person needs, or what the product the person will need. Now, understanding, having product knowledge will help you to marry the benefits, the features of those products to the benefits that your prospects or your recruits will need, and that will lead to effective recruitment. Now, remember, you are defined by what you know, as earlier aforementioned, and what you know is easy and what you don't know is difficult. See, with product knowledge, application and or use of Forever Living products has better direction. This knowledge can give leverage on which effective prospecting / recruitment can occur. Now you see where I'm going to when I had this little discussion about product knowledge. Understanding elements from basic principles help make product knowledge highly applicable. You don't need to be a professor of health, but you should know what these products do from basic principles in order to give you a better command when you communicate with your prospects, your prospect for effective prospecting and recruitment. Now, prospect knowledge is also very important because you have to know about who you are prospecting. Because if, for instance, when I came to Ghana recently, I registered someone in Ghana because I found out that this young man had diabetes and hypertension. And because I understood the processes with which certain forever living products operate and how they assist in alleviating these symptoms, in fact, he paid immediately and got registered immediately while we were on vacation in Ghana. That's an example of the power of product knowledge. And that's an example of the power of recruitment through products. Now, company policy knowledge, as aforementioned, is very important. Now, you have to be statistically informed because people are moved better when you speak with facts. You have to know how to use open and closed-ended questions to help you get a yes. You start with an open-ended question like, what are the challenges one is facing with regards to health or with regards to where the person is working? And the person tells you doesn't have time, he's having body ache and he's always restless at night after work and all that. You have finally probed these issues and you should be able to understand the products that are going to be able to key into this opportunity to help leverage into in the matter to help the person so that the person will become a recruit via effective prospecting. Now, the 3 fruit rule involves people being around. That means anybody around your vicinity is a potential prospect. You have social media advantage, as have been as the other speakers have spoken about. Launch meetings are also very important. Learn how to handle objections, and also, well, follow up. These are activities carried out to retain and nurture a prospect who has enrolled as a business partner. Remember, according to Jane Leach, relationships are important and need looking after. So these are examples of what the activities that need to be done to have for effective follow-up. As you can see, sorry, I'm almost done. You see, you have to take the next line of action immediately so you don't have a cold recruits, because recruits can actually turn cold because you're not involving them or engaging them in necessary activities that should keep them warmed up and on their feet and give them that motivation. Then launch meetings are also important. Yes. And social media advantage, we have heard about this over and over again. The last speaker was wonderful. Vero was so beautiful with that. Then phone calls are also important. Cold, hot, warm are also very important. You also have to be generous because sharing of, like for instance, sharing of samples gives prospects a first-hand feel of the qualities, features, and benefits of products and can facilitate good responses and potentially spark recruitment. Remember, value always finds its way back. Keep in touch. And before I go, I want you to understand that what you know is easy and what you don't know is difficult. That was, my dad always used to say that. And that means you should always try to know. That's Isaac Newton over there. I wonder what he's thinking about. And thanks for coming. Remain blessed. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you so much. I want to say a we have spent, I mean, I never knew that we're going to spend this long. I want to say a very big thank you to all of us that find time to be part of this training today. I want to say a big thank you to Ada. Ada, thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. A big thank you to my brother Ugo. Thank you to Veronica. Thank you so much. Julius, thank you so much for being part of this training today. I want to quickly end by saying, if you are not part of the Flying Start Challenge,
The Flying Start Challenge is structured to help all of us. The Flying Start Challenge is structured to help all of us. So as we train people to recruit, as you put these things into practice, we want you to begin to get the result, to begin to see the result, to begin to grow your business. So if you're anywhere in Africa, I know this Flying Start Challenge, yes, we started in January. You can start yours. You can start your own. You can start your own. You can organize one for yourself and your team members, and make sure that this year counts. Like Veronica said, it's not by chance that we had this or that we are having this today. And it's not by chance that this year you are going to be successful. I tell you this, the masterclass will be doing every month, the second week of every month, go henceforth, we will gather globally or within Africa, we will find people that will come and train. Find people that will come and train our people. So I want to say a very, 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 very big thank you to you. Please and please don't just, all the notes that you just took today, ensure that you walk the talk. Ensure that you practice them. From what Ada said, to what Ugo said, to what Julius said, to what Veronica said, and now to what Thomas have said. I know you've had a lot that you can go home with, or you already are home. You had a lot that you've put down. Please and please, starting from tomorrow, starting from this night, starting from Monday, I want you to rebrand yourself, pick up your business once again, talk to that person that you're going to see in church tomorrow, talk to that person that you're going to see in the mosque, talk to that person that will sit close to you, talk to that person that you will see in the beach. Who knows? That might be your diamond. So from all of us, once again, in Forever Living Product, I want to say a very, very big thank you to you. If it doesn't make you smile, change it. Change, don't wait. You're not a tree. If it doesn't make you smile, run, change it. So good night. See you again in our next section next week. And once again, don't forget that the power of forever is the power of love. And in case, if I don't see you, happy Valentine and good night.
Good night.